Hello and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we are on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Clenham Radio, Bato, Gaskia FM, Techiman, and Radio Wa. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, Health Minister assures Cabinet is considering the inclusion of renal dialysis treatment in the National Health Insurance Scheme.
What is bringing these agitations and things like that. But government is quickly looking at what policy new thing that we can introduce.
The whole thing is full. It's a mess. I don't have anything. This address I'm wearing from a friend. We're asking the government to help us.
No end in sight for the woes faced by residents affected by floods, as the Volta River Authority says it is not done with the spillage.
Well, we cannot tell specifically. We wish this could end, within about a week, but the spilling may continue.
Meanwhile, thousands of displaced residents continue to count their loss as the flooding enters day 5 today. Time National Science Mass Quiz Championship Presec Legon begins journey to defending their trophy today as they lock horns with Kumasi Wesley Girls and Konongo Odumase Senior High School.
I'm a metal halide commonly used in cloud seeding. Alfred?
Silver iodide.
You're right.
Presbyterian Boys Secondary School!
In business,
government optimistic about resumption of stalled infrastructure projects once deal with external creditors is reached before end of year. We've got details on the Joy Business Report.
We have details of these stories and more for you in this package. I am Hannah Odami. We start with the Ministry of Health, which has assured consultations are ongoing for the inclusion of renal dialysis treatment in the health insurance scheme. Plight of patients on renal dialysis treatment came to light following the increase in the cost of treatment at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Many, including the WHO, called for the inclusion of the treatment in the health insurance scheme. Well, Health Minister Kweku Agyeman-Manu gave this hint when he spoke at a regional conference on health financing and health security in Accra.
We are now in the dialysis situation. Hitherto, dialysis was getting done by those of us who have got the disease without much hullabaloo, right? Now that we're facing this critical economic situation, not only in Ghana but across the globe, right? Prices have gone up that much, and that is what is bringing these agitations and things like that. But government is quickly looking at what policy new thing that we can introduce to support those with that challenge.
In a related health issue, power has been restored to the Wa Municipal Hospital after a joint VRA-NEDCO team disconnected the facility yesterday in the middle of a highly sensitive patient's care over a 6 million cedi debt. Patients were left confused and helpless following that disconnection. Joy News' Upper West Regional Correspondent Rafiq Salam reports.
Prior to the disconnection of the power, senior managers of the VRA-NEDCO first notified the administrator of the hospital, Samson Abu, on their mission at the hospital, and the latter pleaded with them to give them more time to enable them to pay. The hospital claims that the National Health Insurance Authority has owed them close to a year of unpaid claims, which is part of the reasons they are unable to pay the huge bills. The VRA-NEDCO did not heed to that and went on with the disconnection. Few minutes after that, the one Municipal Director of Health Services, Alex Bapula, bumped into the scene and repeated same plea, but they wouldn't rescind their decision. It, however, did not take long before the effect of the power outage began to bite at the hospital. Patients got confused, stranded, and helpless.
My woman is delivered and the child is to be put in incubator. And now there is light off. We are now confused. We just don't know what to do. So many people are crying. The light is affecting all the sick people in the hospital. So they have to do something.
So we went to the lab and the lights was off. So they told us that the VRA came and disconnected the lights. So right now we don't know what to do.
The hardest hit was the medical laboratory, maternity, and the neonatal intensive care units of the hospital.
Now, even though power was restored, there is no clarity on how the hospital will settle that debt.
The whole thing is full. It's a mess. I don't have anything. This address I'm wearing.
The woes of thousands of residents in flood-affected areas across the Volta, Eastern and Greater Accra regions is not yet over because the Volta River Authority says it is not done with the spillage. According to the VRA, it will continue to spill more water for the next 2 weeks. We'll hear from them shortly, but first listen to some of the affected residents speaking to Joy News.
It's a nice song. We don't have anywhere to stay. As I'm talking right now, the room where my things are rented and my things are, the whole thing is full. It's a mess. I don't have anything. This address I'm wearing from a friend.
The safe haven too is over there around Kizito Secondary School. This morning we are told that place is not safe. They be asked to leave. In fact, that's where my both parents were. But they called earlier on that the place is also not safe.
Whatever that can help us, any relief items at all, is welcome. This is the situation. You can see that it's not the best. This is not the method we stayed in.
Well, the Deputy Chief Executive Officer of the VRA in charge of services, Engineer Kenneth Arthur, says the spillage is far from over.
Well, we cannot tell specifically. We wish this could end, within about a week. But the spilling may continue, even though we are anticipating that the levels may drop down to the phase 1, which was started since September 15th. And of course, we did not have much consciousness like what we are seeing now.
Let's do some politics. The Elections Committee of the governing MPP has acknowledged the difficulties that marred the superdelegates election, leading to instances of violence. These eventually contributed to Alan Tremontin's resignation from the MPP to run independently. However, Chairman of the Elections Committee, Professor Mike Eronokwe, said lessons have been learned while reassuring that measures have been put in place to ensure a more transparent electoral process in the November Congress.
If you look at it, generally speaking, there were some difficulties, and particularly including the complaints that some officials behaved as if they were conducting the election. Now, it's not going to be on the regional level. It's going to be at the constituency level.
Would you say you've learned some lessons from the fallouts?
Not too much, but a few assurances just to let them know.
Example.
And for that matter also, no official, no person who is even himself a representative of any candidate is going to be able to control the process.
President Akufo-Addo is urging world leaders to commit to consolidating peace won in recent African coups could destabilize the world's democracy. Over the past 3 years, Sub-Saharan Africa has witnessed 7 successful coups leading to heightened security apprehensions in neighboring nations. Speaking at a dialogue in the United States Institute of Peace, President Akufo-Addo reiterated the need for world leaders to commit to protecting the peace.
I've chosen to focus on these issues because we have actually run out of time to work together in the spirit of multilateralism. If we do not renew our commitments to build, keep, and consolidate peace and democracy all over the world, we would have to brace ourselves to live in a new and more dangerous world today and in the future.
That was President Akufo-Addo. The Presbyterian Boys Secondary School will today begin its campaign to win the Champion Trophy back-to-back. The 7-time champions will lock horns with Kumasi Wesley Girls and Konogu Odumasi Senior High School. My colleague Jacqueline and Somaya Boa has more from Kumasi.
I'm a metal halide commonly used in cloud seeding. Alfred?
Silver iodide.
You're right.
Presbyterian Boys Secondary School!
A resounding victory from the camp of the Odadia, who saw them lift their 7th trophy. Their watchword, dominating, sparks a sense of responsibility on the Odadias to cement their stance at the undisputed championship after clinching their 8th trophy. 5-time champions, Prempeh College, now transformed into fierce competitors, have battled their way into the quarterfinals, leaving a trail of defeated opponents in their wake. Although their first hurdle may have suffered glitches, teachers and students are poised to whisk away their 6th session.
remember we are not coming from the prelims. This is our first contest for this year's 2023. And so it's normal that from a first contest, you may have one or two issues here and there. We are happy that we won. We are going back to the drawing board.
And the team in Kumasi will bring us up to the minute details of this quiz on all our platforms. With that, we end the news at 6 with me, Hannah Odami. Thank you for joining us.
You Papa, see that? And it's rickety car. Hey, Papa! Bobo, so how your engine now? It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Quartz and you can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that. Yes, so somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz, and he switched. Sancho Panzapa. Now, which engine oil can be better than Quartz? No other, my guy. Quartz with its age-resistant technology, it keeps your engine younger for longer. Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies DA improves fuel efficiency. Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso have taken the Quartz Nation movement World Cup like that? Sorry. Chairman. Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer.
Behind every door lies a world of opportunities.
And with Absa's flexible loans, you hold the master key to open all the doors to your dreams.
Doors to a new horizon and everything you could ever dream of. At ABSA, we help you open the doors to all your dreams. Whether you want to buy a home, a plot of land, or finance your personal projects, our flexible personal loans, mortgage, and credit cards can make it happen. Visit absa.com.gh to discover how to get things done. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA. Terms and conditions apply.
The Energy Commission, in collaboration with the Ministry of Energy and Ghana Education Service, is proud to announce the finals of the 4th edition of the Energy Commission Senior High School Renewable Energy Challenge under the theme Mechanized Small-Scale Agriculture Using Renewable Energy Technologies. Who wins the challenge? Will it be Ya Asantwa Girls and Fantiman Girls, Sugakope Senior High School, Kwabre Senior High School, Doma Senior High School, or Sewakese Girls? Join us on the 17th of October 2023 at 9 a.m. at the Accra International Conference Center. To find out, the special guest of honor is Her Excellency Mrs. Samira Bawumia, Second Lady of the Republic of Ghana. The challenge is supported by GIZ, Ashesi University, GTV, French Development Agency, We Power Authority, Cosmos Energy Ghana, VRA, and Sunom Asogli Power Ghana Limited. Participation is free.
The search for a distinctive university to attend is now over. I introduce you to Heritage Christian College, located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium, affiliated to KNUST and UCC, and accredited by the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission.
The university offers Bachelor of Business Administration programs with options in accounting with computing, marketing, accounting, human resource management, business information technology management, entrepreneurship and technology innovation, Bachelor of Science courses in information technology and information security, nursing, and a Bachelor of Theology. We offer student entrepreneurship training with financial support.
The entry qualifications include WASI, SSCE, GBCE, HND, and diploma in relevant fields. Mature entrants can also come if they are 25 years and above.
We also offer 12-month Master of Science programs in accounting and taxation, accounting and finance, and human resource management.
Contact us on
Thousands houses have been segmented. Over 1,000 houses have been segmented.
Hi, my name is Yao Ichampoje, Marketing and Communications Manager for Apollonia City. Apollonia City is organizing a special open day on Saturday, the 28th of October 2023, and would like to invite you to come explore the futuristic city that is Apollonia City. In today's tricky market, there are very few avenues to invest that make sense. That's why many have seen the light and are moving towards real estate. Come join us explore the future together. We'll be discussing interesting topics like building in a gated community, property rights according to Ghana's legal system, and so much more. The date is Saturday, 28th October at 10 a.m. Venue is Apollonia City. Buses will leave their Accra Mall at 9 a.m. For enquiries, call Apollonia City on 0275 577 577. See you there.
There's never been a better time to own a home. Republic Bank slashes interest rates on all its city mortgage products. Yes, switch and sign on to any of our city mortgages. Enjoy ultra low interest rates and pay less to live in your dream home. Kule! Call 054 0109 649, 054 0109 901, or email myhome@republicghana.com. Offer is valid until 31st January 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Kwafu Slango. Hey, good morning. It's a very busy Friday today on the show. Look at me. Charlie, forgive me.
Good morning. Let's do it once again.
Yeah, good morning. It's a very, very busy Friday on the show. Lots of things going on. First of all, have you been following Akosombo? What's happening since the spillage?
I have. This is day 5, isn't it?
Yeah,
day 5 of the struggles of these people. And I was just listening to the news this morning. Apparently, it's even not over. We have to expect some more spillage. So, Charlie, it's
God alone knows when
are they receiving help, Kojo? Are they getting the help they need?
Well, look, the situation is dire. You listen to this.
The town is flooded. And lo and behold, when I came, it's a nice song.
1,000 houses have been segmented. Over 1,000 houses have been segmented already, and the properties and then life is being threatened. So we are calling on the national. The government should come to our aid. This is the time the people of Mapa, especially the people at the lower voter basin, are waiting them. They should come to our aid.
Well, that answers the question, doesn't it?
Yeah. They are still waiting for aid. And look, so today we're going to speak to the DC of North Tongue. We'll also speak to NADMO. Try and figure out between us what on earth is going on and what the future holds for these people. But not just that. There's a lot of things going on. Raymond Akwa has got a response from Ghana Airport Company.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
yes. They have written back. And they've given us the numbers and things. But I think it's very interesting how they ended up with the Frontiers contract. They said, the president announced that we are going to close the borders, or we are going to reopen the borders. Then some company came and said, yeah, we can do the testing. And they were like, okay.
And that's that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's a very new procurement process that I'm hearing of for the first time today. But that's not all that we're talking about this morning. Atuisian. Atuisian has been sentenced to 15 years. Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah, he was given a payment plan, right? He hasn't stuck to it. So now the court has sentenced him to prison. 15 years with hard labor. Charlie, you're right. I don't know how to feel about it.
I don't know. I really.
Yeah. Also, the CAF groupings have come out. Ghana is in the same group as Egypt, Cape Verde, and Mozambique.
Well, it looks like a group we can easily sail through. Egypt is like, Cape Verde, Mozambique. Well, these days you can't really tell the Black Stars.
We have lost to some very surprising teams before.
Yeah, but I'm confident. Fingers crossed. Just as I'm confident about Persec as they start their campaign for the 8th.
Oh, that's today.
Kill title.
Have you seen how all the giants are being kicked out? Have you seen?
Including Adisadel.
Okay. I'm just saying. Who are you going up against?
Well, I know they are okay.
You don't even know their names.
I was going to say,
yo, if they beat you will know their names. Okay, all right. Well, the 6 a.m. news was brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And Absa Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done. Let's kick it into gear with the Joy Business Report, brought to you by Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life. And Africa World Airlines, touching Africa, touching the world.
Good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up, government optimistic about resumption of stalled infrastructure projects once it reaches deal with external creditors before end of this year. Also coming up, senior finance lecturer at the University of Cape Coast, Sarah Mkawa, predicts Ghana's inflation will hit single digit by 2026. Also in the news this morning, enforcement team of Ghana Revenue Authority sends strong warning to businesses that fail to put their house in order after previous exercises, saying they will face the full rigors of the law. Plus, later on the Business Journal, women in trade want close attention paid to challenges in order for Ghanaians to overcome obstacles of intra-Africa trade. Details coming up. Happy Friday, everyone. My name is Darryl Carr. Thanks for joining us, and welcome to our friends listening from Koforidua on KTU Radio. First up, government has indicated that some of the stalled infrastructure projects will resume once it reaches a debt restructuring deal with external creditors. Some road projects and other donor infrastructure deals have stalled after the Finance Ministry suspended debt repayment as a result of the Action Program. Let's listen to Minister of State at the Finance Ministry, Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam, who spoke on PM Express Business Edition.
The roads projects that are stalled are those that are funded by donors, but not all donors, because the World Bank is not included in that. I mean, what we call multilaterals, it's not. It is usually the official bilaterals, and then also the commercial credit. If you look at the foreign funded, the profile of foreign funded road projects, the multilaterals dominate, the World Bank and the other Africa Development Bank, they dominate. But to tell you when will depend on when the negotiations are completed. Okay. And if we are saying that we expect that to be completed by the end of this year, then that is probably the time some of those projects will resume. But don't take it away from the fact that even when we reach an understanding and an MOU is signed, some donors may decide that, look, let's go ahead.
Yeah. Minister of State at the Finance Ministry, Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam there. You can watch a repeat of that conversation at 11 this morning on the Joy News channel. Now, senior finance lecturer at the University of Cape Coast, Sarah Mkawa, is predicting single-digit inflation by 2026, but that would be after macroeconomic indicators improve. Inflation for the month of September 2023 dropped to 38.1% from 40.1% recorded in August, a situation the Ghana Statistical Service attributes to the tight monetary policy measures by the Bank of Ghana. Speaking to Joy Business, Mr. Kao said inflation will drop drastically in the next 4 to 6 years.
Inflation would go into a single digit in the next 3 or 4 years. So we may not get a single digit by the end of even next year. 2025 is projected to have about 15 or 18% rate of inflation. So we should be getting to a single digit in 2026, 2027, or 2028 that way. There is the need for government to ensure that they live within the budget and they live within the limits of the IMF agreements that they've had.
You had a senior finance lecturer at the University of Cape Coast, Sarah Mkawa. Now, businesses that were questioned and arrested by the Ghana Revenue Authority for failing to honor their tax obligations will not be spared in the next round of enforcement exercises by the authority. This warning is coming at the time the enforcement team is preparing for another distress action against recalcitrant firms to drive revenue in the last quarter of the year. Assistant Commissioner of Enforcement at Accra Central, Joseph Annan, says the law will be applied strictly to businesses that fail to comply after the previous exercise.
I'm telling the public that is how we are going to approach our quest to increase our collection, that is tax collection in this country. So it is not only VAT that you must comply with, but you must comply with all tax types. And we are going to go into our system when we come to you to look at all other tax types that are applicable to your business, to know whether you are compliant. And those that we have already visited, we are coming back to you to know whether after our visit you are doing the right thing. And please, if we come and you are not doing the right thing, then you should know that when you come to our office, we are not going to smile with you.
Assistant Commissioner of Enforcement at Accra Central, Joseph Annan. Now, turning to other stories, as part of measures to improve the mental health across all sectors of the economy, organizations have been entreated to put up stringent policies to address the mental well-being of their workers, according to Executive Director of Supreme Healthcare Management Services, Patience Osekwe. This is key to improving productivity at the workplace. She spoke to Joy Business at the EAP African Summit.
They think that is a Western concept. So it's like, I've got my family, I've got my community. Why should I sort of, contact somebody with regards to my personal issues? So I think these are some of the issues that they're not able to relate and connect to it. But I think things have changed now. COVID-19 obviously has brought the whole concept of workplace mental health to the forefront. And people are now realizing that I need to be mentally sound.
Patience Osekwe there is Executive Director of Supreme Healthcare Management Services. The Africa Data Centers ADC, a business of Cassava Technologies and a Pan-African Technology Group, has signed a partnership agreement with the United States International Development Finance Corporation. Now, the agreement reaffirms the shared commitment to strengthen information communication technology infrastructure in Africa. Speaking at the signing ceremony, the Chief Financial Officer of Africa Data Center, Finhai Munzara, said the partnership will allow the center to leverage part of its existing financing commitment of $300 million to construct a first-of-its-kind data center in Ghana.
Extending that partnership into developing similar hyperscale infrastructure in Ghana. In Ghana, we've secured a site. We've secured a site within the trade fair. This is a secure site within the city limits. We like the site because it is not only secure and well connected, it is very close to all the landing stations as well. We know from the internet stats that Ghana is becoming a hub for internet connectivity. We're seeing today that Ghana is using 20% of the region's internet, and that we believe is going to continue to grow. So,
Chief Financial Officer at the Africa Data Center, Finhai Munzara. Now, women in trade want close attention to be paid to ecosystem challenges and capacity building initiatives created to scale up exports in their value chain. They want an improved environment to trade to enable them fully take advantage of the African Continental Free Trade Area. Today on the Business Journal, Love FM's Mona Lisa Frimpong engages women in trade as they highlight specific actions they wish to see as they traverse the continent engaging in trade.
According to the Engine of Trade in Africa report, there is high price of doing business. This is due to high cost of utilities, IT services, as well as limited forms of transport. Greenhouse farmer Olivia Amponsa Echampon begins to realizing her export dream is the cost of production. During power cuts, she buys water to irrigate her crops.
Yesterday we were having an issue with the lighting, so we couldn't use the pumping. So either you do manual or gravity. And sometimes if it prolongs, you need to go and buy water. And the water you're going to buy, you don't know the salt content or how the water tentacles, and it might affect the plant.
As a requirement for trading under the AfCFTA, goods must be 60% Ghana made. But there is difficulty in accessing raw materials, especially for Vivian Awoche, a shoemaker.
Raw material na me dey use man ye ni no Ghana ha o e pieces na abrofo na use no Ghana fo ni bi nso aje ato mo ho asante region mo kofa ba e na yanso enya bi e dey yet.
Product certification and export documentation are the most meticulous processes in the export requirement. Businesses bemoan the difficulty in entering the international market and trading with ease. CEO of Gifted Hands, Abba Bezi, narrates the story of a colleague whose application has taken over 2 years. She is worried she might be hindered too.
Because I have a friend I spoke to
who is into manufacturing of cosmetics, and she already has put in application, and from last year to now the application has still not gotten to approval stage.
Businesses outside the capital of Ghana, Accra, seldom have access to training opportunities. Olivia wants training to be extended to other regions.
Most of the trainees, if you heard about it, is in Accra. So sometimes if you are busy, the transportation in and out, sometimes you don't get time to go.
Limited access to agricultural inputs, technologies and extension services hamper women's effectiveness and productivity. Akusia Amevo is CEO of Keshikozi Company Limited, a palm oil producing firm. She is hindered to move up the value chain in producing value-added palm oil.
What we are doing here is being done manually, so it's very cumbersome. So when we get machines, that will help us to be able to produce more.
Meanwhile, the Ghana Standards Authority and the Food and Drugs Authority have affirmed their readiness to support businesses with product registration, standardization and certification. For Joy Business, Mona Lisa Frimpon reporting.
Thanks, Mona. And that's our bulletin this morning. Before we go, let's check the markets for you quickly. On the currency market this morning, the dollar going for 11 cedis 82 pesos. That's on the forex or retail market. The pound going for 14 cedis 50 pesos. The euro going for 12 cedis 48 pesos. On the commodity market, crude oil went up marginally, selling at $86 a barrel. Gold increased by almost $9 to open trading at $1,877 an ounce. Cocoa selling at $3,490 a ton after going up by $58. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. The Super Morning Show continues. Here's Kojo Yankson.
Here's Kojo Yankson. And you know what I love about this show of ours, this award-winning show of ours?
Tell me.
It's the fact that we're able to touch on what matters to everyone. So, of course, we're going to the Volta region today. We're certainly talking about our Tuesian, who has been locked
That's
up.
already sparking some debate.
Indeed. Yes. We'll talk about that. We're going to spend a bit of time on Sports Center figuring out how we'll make our way out of that group
AFCON
that we've been put into. Yes. Mozambique and Cape Verde could very easily break our hearts, just as Egypt could. In addition to all of that stuff, we're also going to spend some time
talking about health.
Oh, yes. And I was about to share this with you. Listen.
We are now in the dialysis situation. Hitherto, dialysis was getting done by those of us who have got the disease without much hullabaloo. Right now that we're facing this critical economic situation, not only in Ghana but across the globe, right? Prices have gone up that much, and that is what is bringing these agitations and things like that. But government is quickly looking at what policy new thing that we can introduce to support those with that challenge.
So you heard the health minister.
Yeah.
Dialysis now being proposed for NHIS.
Let's see how that goes.
Yeah. By the way, the weather has quite suddenly changed.
Yeah, we're told.
Yes, it's raining torrentially now, so please be very careful out there. Please keep your eyes on the road and drive safe. In addition to all that, we'll also talk about Frontiers and the love letter that Raymond Akwa has just got from the Ghana Airport.
It's a packed show this Friday morning.
Charlie. So we might as well get started now. Anambwa. Okay, here we go. So our inspirational song is brought to us by Duraplast Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC and HDPE pipes, and Water Tank, the only water storage tank with a level indicator. Where Duraplast goes, water flows. Do you know Joe Metal?
Oh, of course.
Yes, a young man called Joe Metal. Yes. This is his Great Jehovah. That's right. It's the CIMG radio program of the year, the Super Morning Show. It's a packed morning today. Lots to get through. Hello, Raymondo.
Hello, good morning.
All right, listen. We'll start with the Drive Safe campaign.
And it's brought to you by Joy News and your multimedia group. It's supported by Toyota Superior Quality. Avoid all distractions. Keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. Be visible. Drive with your lights on. That's how to ensure your safe arrival.
And it's raining this morning in some parts. It gets messy on some of the roads. The Kaswa, those on the Wager Road, I have you in mind. And those on my stretch, the Pokwasi Road, of Fankor to Ensawam. The road is very messy because of the construction. And
I'm
when
told
it
that
rains,
you
it
also have
gets
some
messier.
broken down trucks lining either side of that road, which is compounding the traffic.
Yeah.
Yes, we keep
Every
getting
now and then.
reports about those. What a
So,
horrible situation.
yeah, drive safe this morning.
We beg. Eyes on the road. Okay, then.
Let's say it right. It's brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. And Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you.
Something must be done. You say either, I say either.
There are many months of the year that we often mispronounce. Today on Say It Right, we will learn how to correctly pronounce them all. Let's begin with January. Not January. Definitely not January. February. Not February. And not February. March. That one is not such a problem. April. Not April. May, June, and July are not so problematic. That brings us to August, not August. September, not September. We can skip October and go straight to November, not November. And finally, December, not December. And that is how you say them right.
That's how to say it right?
That is exactly how to say it right. The news review now brought to you by Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough, and My Way, a simple life insurance by My Life and MTN Momo. Dial *165# on MTN to join My Way today. Now listen, before we get into the headlines, there's something that gives me hope. Health Minister seems to have got on board with the conversation we've been having all this time about dialysis. Let's listen to what he is proposing as a way forward.
We are now in the dialysis situation. Hitherto, dialysis was getting done by those of us who have got the disease without much hullabaloo, right? Now that we're facing this critical economic situation, not only in Ghana, but across the globe, right? Prices have gone up that much, and that is what is bringing these agitations and things like that. But government is quickly looking at what policy new thing that we can introduce to support those with that challenge.
All right, thoughts? Anyone?
Well, it's a step in the right direction. So when you ask yourself, when the NHI says that they were considering it, did they have the power and opportunity to be able to make the changes that's required? That's how I kept saying, listen, somebody way up should be the one making the decision so that we move on with our lives, because we know that they, considering it really, would have to go through the process. Cabinet is made up of ministers of this republic who represent the various ministries. The expectation is that they will put the interest of people at heart and just fast pace this and get it done. This is not something that you spend your whole year on. I mean, the things that we expect them to spend the whole year, they don't do so. We have fast-paced a lot of not so useful things in this country. This is one of the ones that everybody agrees should be given priority. This should not take a year to let it happen. It should be an immediate action for that. We have proposed use your COVID levy, are still taking for it. If there's a difficulty, spend our money from the COVID levy on this project alone, so at least we feel the impact of that, not some missing, unrelated, into the bigger pool kind of conversation that we never feel anyway.
Yeah, you know, we are powerful when we decide to speak up. Yeah. Really, really powerful. But this should not end with a policy consideration, because we know that lives are at stake. So we need to continue so we can push them in resolving this issue? We know that there are some taxable consumables and stuff like that. They need to look at all these things. So we need to continue to speak up.
Absolutely.
And while we continue to speak up, it's also important we also learn as a people. Look, the minister says they're looking at policies, new policies. There's been conversations about, getting it under the National Health Insurance Scheme. But the question is that today, you and I, all of us, we know that there are certain facilities that if you go there and you have a National Health Insurance card, you're told that, if you use NHIS card, we can't serve you. We know that for a fact. So for me, the most important thing is not just putting it under NHIS, it's putting it under NHIS and making sure also that those who have these cards get help.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, while we're sticking with health, Raymond, your love letter came through after quite some time of pursuing information that we have a right to, and after being slapped with a 200,000 cedi fine, the airport company has finally provided Joy News with the information on COVID-19 contracts with Frontiers Healthcare Services. Ray, break it down for us.
Yes, the Ghana Airport Company, there were specific questions asked about exactly what went into the selection of Frontiers, the processes they used in selecting Frontiers, the amount of money we have gotten in general, the amount of money Frontiers got, and the amount of money the people of this republic also got. They put the questions about, of course, and the exact contract itself. So there is an agreement, an amended agreement, and a lease. They supplied all the three: the agreement, the amended agreement, and the lease. Now, if you move it beyond that, they put questions 2 and 3, which is to do with really what happens. How did we get here? How were they selected? In brief, what they said was that when the president announced that we're going to lock down the airports and reopen the airports at a point in time, Frontiers approached the government with a deal to do the airport testing. Government got FDA involved, and government then got FDA to approve their testing equipment. And they believe that because they didn't go through, they are not going to take a peso of they are just renting space to them, and they're not going to take a peso of their taxpayers' money or their money. They didn't have to go through procurement. They, however, say they wrote to procurement, and procurement confirmed that position, as in the procurement confirmed that they can decide to proceed with an agreement with Frontiers without having to go through the procurement processes. That is what they stated there. Beyond that, though, they say, of course, I mentioned the rental of airport space, so part. They also revealed that as of September 22, Frontiers Healthcare had accrued 84 million from arrival testing and 29 million from departure testing. The 84 million is in dollars. The 29 million is in cedis.
Okay.
That's for Frontiers alone. Then the people of this republic, the government of Ghana, received $6 million, about $6 million, and 1.5 million cedis. So in all, there was over $90 million raised. Out of that 90 million, more than 90% went to Frontiers, and we got about 7%. You get the point? Yes, that's what they also explained. In fact, I mean, this is despite the fact that their very first response to us was that they are the ones who collected the money, and so are not in the position to tell us how much was collected.
Yeah, they said they didn't know.
Yes, but they found the figures.
Yeah,
and shared same with us.
You have done well. Well, we are going to delve into what they've actually said in a while. We'll get into it much more deeper later. But right now, just for a moment, let's spare a thought for Atuesian, who is in jail. Been in jail for 15 years with hard labor, and this follows his inability to follow the payment plan that was agreed at the end of his prosecution. Churchill.
Well, Kojo, I mean, this is a case that has been going on for some time now. Atuesian had entered into a plea bargain, and he had been given time to pay. He was unable to pay. He was giving an additional 6 months to be able to pay. He wasn't able to pay, and so yesterday the court decided that following your inability to pay, We indicated at the time that we accepted the plea bargaining that if you're unable to pay, then the next option is custodial sentence, and that's what he's gotten. For many, this serves as a deterrent, but for others also, they're questioning others who may have played other roles in all of this. And so, yes, one man is in there, but how about the others who are also suspected to have played roles in other jurisdictions by another regulators would have entered a plea?
Can we talk about the others? Can we state who these others
I'm going to get to that
have been?
But let me just make this point that in other jurisdictions, the regulators would have also entered a plea, because the whole banking crisis, we've admitted that there was a regulation. We had a lot of issues with regulation. What happened? So the regulators are free. They did nothing wrong. Is that what we're telling ourselves? I'm sure when we come back later, we can talk more about these.
And we commence some civil case against some 15 or so people, including the board chairman of Capital Bank, Reverend Otabel. I keep asking this question because maybe I was out of the space, so I couldn't know what happened with that. Did we discontinue that case? Is there an end in sight on that particular one too? Are we still interested in that matter? Because I've seen a report online that says that we might have discontinued it. We also along the line had Reverend Fisher, Dodonko and Co. all being part of this case, but they were dropped, or of course some decision was taken on them. So we need to understand fully what we want to do. And Kojo, this is important for a simple reason. There is enough evidence to suggest that countries that have gone through economic or sometimes financial crisis, if it's not dealt with properly, people become so disgruntled. Because let's not get it wrong. Banks have been closed in this country. We told people we have spent more than 22 billion, about 22, 25 anyway. We also told people in this republic that the people who lost their jobs, and there are thousands of them, we interviewed a lot of them. So there were many, many disadvantages of going through this process. And we agreed that this could have been one of the alternatives, or perhaps our best alternative. Have we gotten justice for the people of this country?
So it is those who are taken to court who will be prosecuted. I think from the judge's point of view, he's done his work, because and you would think that this case has ended this way because Atu Essien himself pleaded guilty. And so a guilty plea was entered, and when you do that, what follows next is a conviction punishment, and he has been given a lot of time to pay back the 90 million. Some of the money has been paid. I understand in court yesterday, he was asking for some 6 more months to pay up. And the judge obviously said he had given him a lot of time, because the last time they were in court, they were supposed to have appeared in court in July. That sitting did not happen. And then there was the legal vacation. There was a whole 2 months. And so, because why do you punish? You want to... It's a deterrent, so that people know that when you do a thing like this, don't forget he's pleaded guilty to stealing, conspiracy to steal, and money laundering. These are huge offenses, and so there was a good breakdown of the punishments. But the judge said serve concurrently. But most importantly, he's also said that we're going to retrieve the rest of the monies. And I think so that this is a fair. So it's not. Is that a question? Is that a question to ask the judge?
No, I'm asking you.
But that's
it's
the
a question
point.
to ask the prosecution.
Exactly.
No, but I'm just asking
is the person you took to court that the judge will deal with?
Yes. For the judge. This conversation involves so many people.
I know. I'm just coming from that.
Why?
That perspective.
The first thing you said was very interesting to me. You said that it's only those who are taken to court, those who are prosecuted, who can get convicted, right? Those who are taken to court,
if you're found guilty,
prosecuted, yes.
And in this case, I think he made it even easy, because
and that is interesting to me, because it just makes you ask about all of those who are not in court.
Yeah.
Because this was a national banking crisis.
Absolutely.
It wasn't an Atu Essien crime.
I agree with you.
It was a national banking crisis. So what's happening to all the other cases? What's happening to all the other people? Even in Atu Essien's bank alone, we remember what the report said about what this bank is supposed to have done. Is it only Atu Essien who did these things? Where are the rest of them? Where are the rest of them?
And to be fair, some of us will ask this question because somebody else will ask the question. if Atuesian had not come out to speak, if he had not come out to say that he suspects foul play, he suspects that there's an attempt to take over his bank, that's why this is happening, would he have been prosecuted this way? Or would he have prioritized his prosecution? Yeah, well.
Anyway, we'll be getting back into this later on the show. Stay with us. But we've got a few headlines from the papers. Let's get through those right now.
Atuesian was on the front page of the Finder. It's also, on the front page of the Daily Graphic, the biggest story is the dam spillage wreaks havoc, houses, farms submerged in Volta region, Eastern region. Of course, Atuesian is also on the front page of the Daily Graphic. And Ghana is committed to strong reforms. This is the Finance Minister speaking there. Include provision of eyeglasses in insurance scheme. That's the Ghana Health Service. And that's also on the front page of the graphic. OSP seeks to oust judge, accuses Justice Edward Chum of prejudice. That's also on the front page of the Finder.
So just to continue on that, because the Chronicle is also reporting on that, I don't want Justice Chum Ejabing petitions CJ. He was expected in court yesterday to move that application, but instead the judge indicated that he had written a petition to the CJ, wants him out of the matter. We'll see how that ends.
And the Daily Guide for today says Nilante Van der Poel bows out of Parliament. He's not contesting. Economist pushes for mentorship program.
Debbie Winston. Man, can you hear?
Is
it Ododio you're talking about?
In fact, so I have to pause and say Nilante Van der Poel and not Bannerman. Because, when Akufo-Addo says Utumamia, now Watuama Nilante Van der Poel. One can you? Yeah, man, can you hear cry? Nilante Van der Poel, Anyway,
former sports minister, deputy sports minister.
Leaked tape, 2 cops admit voices Bugri Nabu, and SP fights Cecilia Dapa's judge. That's how, they are concerned that the judge is making some prejudicial comments. And he's also the only judge sitting on all cases related to Cecilia Dapa. And so, they want the judge to recuse himself.
Okay, let's go online. The online review is brought to us this morning by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy. Lots and lots of stories online. BOG governor pushes for speedy debt restructuring. Atuesian sentencing not surprising at all. That is according to Kweku Paintsel. We're ready to go after those involved in the banking sector breaches. That's according to the Deputy Attorney General Alfred Chia Yeboah. These and many other stories on myjoyonline.com. Right now, though, let's get on with the BBC News, brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Want to feel energized for more? Fuel up with Super XP Raw 95 and Diesel XP high performance products from Goyle. Our high grade fuel comes at no extra cost but with more power. And our Diesel XP, it's low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. Experience high performance and quality with our products. Available everywhere. Choose Super XP Raw 95 and Diesel XP for an energizing driving experience. Goyle. Good energy.
My way insurance, send my way,
Hi, my name is
Nanama McBrown, and I want to encourage you to dial *165# on MTN to join the My Way family. My Way provides you and a selected family member a cover against death. As a policyholder, you will also have a cover against total permanent disability and hospitalization should you be hospitalized for more than 2 nights. Dial *165# and join the family. Sanya My Way, Kasa no way.
Sanya My Way, Kasa no way.
My Way is a product of My Life and MTN Momo. Terms and conditions apply.
The other day, as I was in my kitchen preparing my special jollof made with lily rice for my family, I heard a knock at the door. It was my mechanic. Instead of calling me to pick my car, he bought it himself. I said, "Cho," he said, "F-O." I said, "Take the car back. I will come and pick it myself." As I turned off the fire from under the lily jollof, there was another knock at the door. It was my neighbor. I said, neighbor. He said, "F-O, my dog has jumped your wall again, oh." I said, "Don't be silly. You don't have a dog." My wife and kids came home, and we saw that he enjoyed. Cho, it was my pastor. He said, "Bless you." I said, "Bless you too." He said, "Did he come to church on Saturday?" I said, "Acho, but why are you coming to tell me this on Wednesday?"
Having to fend off visitors at mealtimes because of Lily's tasty aromatic rice? Celebrate every mealtime by sharing with friends and family near or far. Lily, tasty food, happy family. This advert is FDA approved.
Kwesi! It's time to help the kids with their math.
Oh, Angie, I have to quickly rush to Zenith Bank before they close. You know someone stole my card and I have to go block it.
Kwesi, you are going to sit in all that traffic when there's an enhanced Z Mobile Ghana app. Just download the app and instantly chat with Zenith Bank to have your card blocked right from here.
Oh, really? Okay. I also have to schedule the bill payment. I'll be right back.
Hey, Kwesi, you are not going anywhere. With the enhanced Z Mobile Ghana app, you can schedule payment as well.
Hey, Z Mobile here, Z Mobile there, Z Mobile everywhere. Then let me download it there. Yeah, Nana, come here for studies.
Live life in the easy lane with the enhanced Z Mobile Ghana app. Do more transactions on the go. Buy data, change PIN, set travel notifications, initiate cash withdrawals at any Zenith Bank ATM without a card. You can even log in with your fingerprint or your face. Download the Z Mobile Ghana app from the App Store or Play Store today. Z Mobile, easy does it. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Tuesday at 1:30 and 8:30 GMT. Or listen now at bbcworldservice.com. Business Daily is in 30 minutes.
From a childhood in post-war Bangladesh to Wall Street and back again, we hear from Doreen Shehnaz, founder of Impact Investment Exchange, which aims to do good with big finance.
Next, it's Hard Talk. This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
Coming up after the news from the BBC World Service, it's Hard Talk with me, Stephen Sacker. The scale and brutality of Hamas's assault on Israel has stirred the country to its core. More than 1,200 Israeli men, women and children were killed. Around 150 are now hostages. There is anguish and grief and fury. A determination that this time Hamas, which has ruled Gaza for 16 years, must be destroyed. Already, neighborhoods in Gaza have been reduced to rubble. More than 1,000 Palestinians, including many children, have been killed. Unimaginable horror has been unleashed. Where will it end? My guest is former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak.
Even the military part of it might not end in Gaza. It might deteriorate in the north with Hezbollah, and probably the Iranians might be interested.
That's Ehud Barak on Hard Talk after the news.
Hello, I'm Moira Alderson with the BBC News. The Israeli military has told the entire population in the north of the Gaza Strip to move for their own safety. More than 1 million Palestinians, including all those living in Gaza City, are affected. Israel has deployed tanks on Gaza's boundaries as it prepares for a possible ground offensive in response to Saturday's wave of killings and hostage-taking by Hamas. Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan Conricus is a spokesperson for the Israeli Defense Forces.
Civilians of Gaza City, evacuate south for your own safety and the safety of your families, and distance yourself from Hamas terrorists who are using you as human shields. The IDF will continue to operate with significant force in Gaza City and will make extensive efforts to avoid harming civilians.
The United Nations Palestinian Refugee Agency says it's relocated its main operations centre and international staff to southern Gaza. But a UN spokesman said it's impossible for Palestinians to fully comply with the Israeli request to evacuate all of northern Gaza in the next 24 hours, as Tom Bateman explains.
Clearly, it is completely impossible for 1.1 million people to move and leave their homes within that period of time. You'd be talking about 40,000 people per hour. But to try and achieve anything like this with a civilian population, such a packed city, you're talking about, the elderly, the infirm, babies, children, hospitals that are already packed to capacity with the wounded from Israel's bombardments. I mean, this is impossible, and to try and do it would bring utter chaos.
The World Trade Organization is warning of a permanent rise in global prices because of increasing barriers to trade around the world. The organisation's Director General, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, has told the BBC that more trade is now going on inside regional trade blocs than between them. Faisal Islam reports.
The head of the WTO fears that world trade is already slowing a little but could fundamentally change. The organisation has halved its forecasts for the growth of global trade to just 0.8% amid the ongoing multiple geopolitical crises, a slowing Chinese economy and high interest rates. But Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala fears that mainly Western nations are deciding to produce more of what they consume closer to home, and that could change world trade for good. In her first comments on a brewing trade war between Europe and China over electric vehicles, she said countries should not use subsidies to distort world trade.
South Korean officials say China has forcibly returned a large number of North Korean escapees back to the country against their will. It follows reports in recent days by rights groups that as many as 600 defectors have been sent back to North Korea. World News from the BBC. Microsoft's revised offer to buy the maker of Call of Duty, Activision Blizzard, has been approved by British regulators. The Competition and Markets Authority originally blocked the $69 billion deal, which is the biggest in gaming history. The watchdog said its concerns about the takeover had been addressed, but it also criticised Microsoft, saying the company had unnecessarily wasted time and money by failing to amend the agreement sooner. The Japanese government has applied at a court in Tokyo for an order to dissolve the Unification Church. Dissolution would mean the Unification Church being deregistered as a religious organisation and losing tax benefits. The controversial sect, whose members are widely known as Moonies, has been under the spotlight in Japan since the assassination of the former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe in July last year. Steve Scalise, who was running to be the next Speaker of the US House of Representatives, has dropped out of the race. Mr. Scalise, who served as the House Majority Leader, had secured the Republican Party's nomination to replace the ousted Speaker, Kevin McCarthy. However, he was short of the 217 votes needed to be elected. Mr. Scalise spoke to reporters after announcing his decision to withdraw.
I have absolutely all the right perspective, and I still have a deep passion for making sure we get our country back on track and get our conference fixed again. But there's some folks that really need to look in the mirror over the next couple of days and decide, are we going to get it back on track? Are they going to try to pursue their own agenda? You can't do both.
The Executive Board of the International Olympic Committee Mumbai today to consider whether to add cricket to the Los Angeles Games in 2028. Cricket is one of 5 new sports officially proposed by the Californian host city. That's the latest. BBC News.
See me, I no get 30 billion.
but I get digital banking them sugar. Fidelity Digital Banking. Every day, I use the Fidelity mobile app for like 1 million transactions so I can make it happen cashless from anywhere. Oh Lord of mercy. Even while I'm producing in the studio, I can top up airtime with my number one girl, call my WhatsApp banking assistant, do some online banking, and so much more. Now, I live like I have 30 billion with Fidelity Digital Banking. So enjoyment, enjoyment. I don't wanna me pay. Try Fidelity Digital Banking and make it happen because together we are more. Fidelity Bank, believe with us. I go kill you with enjoyment.
Hello Ghana, I've got great news for you. After 26 years of academic excellence globally, Botho University is now in Ghana, offering degree programs in health information management, cybersecurity and risk management, software engineering, network security and computer forensics. Admissions are ongoing for January 2024 with up to 50% scholarship for the first 150 students. We offer flexible payment terms, internship opportunities and experiential exchange programs with our sister campuses. Pick up your admission form today at our East Legon campus near ANC Mall or call 0302 523 782 or WhatsApp 020 990 4714 for more information. Botho University, vibrance, innovation, impact.
Johanno, Motua Mamia, Namotua Manila and Vanderpool. But Makani Yekra Nilante Banaman. Nila de Banabody at the end. Nilante Banaman. I'm asking the gods of Inglesi, Johanno. Motua Mamia, na Motua Manila and Vanderpool. But Makani Yekra Nilante Banaman. Nila de Banabody at the end. Nilante Banaman.
It's
Betty on a Friday, Charlie, there's no better value. And you only get this on the award-winning Super Morning Show, CIMG Radio Program of the Year 2022. Let's get into it.
All right, our UPSA Law School Point of Law series today from Section 201 of the Criminal Offences Act 1960, Act 29, and it says, where 3 or more persons assemble for a lawful purpose but subsequently form an intention to commit an offence or conduct themselves to carry out such common purpose of breaching the peace in the neighbourhood at the assembly, such persons commit an offence. That's our UPSA Law School Point of Law series today.
Yeah, that's it. Now, today on the Super Morning Show.
Hello, behold, when I came, it's a nice song.
1,000 houses have been stagnant, over 1,000 houses have been stagnant already, and the properties and then life is being threatened. So we are calling on the national, the government to come to our aid. This is the time the people of Mapa, especially the people at the lower Volta Basin, are waiting them. They should come to our aid.
From what we are seeing, a lot of families have lost a lot of things. The safe haven too is over there around Kizito Secondary School. This morning we are told that place is not safe. They'll be asked to leave. In fact, that's where my both parents were. But they called earlier on that the place is also not safe.
All right, so we're talking solutions this morning. We're talking to the DCE of North Tongue. We're also going to speak to NADMO. What is in store for the people of Mepe, the people of Bator, and of course Sogakope, and all the areas surrounding. Yes, Asuojaman also badly hit by this. What for the people in these areas? Stay tuned for that. Also today on the Super Morning Show, during the Sports Center, we're going to find out Ghana's path out of the group of death.
Is it the group of death?
Is it not the group of death? For Ghana, every group is a
Egypt.
Group of death. Too.
Well, I would think that Egypt is the only one that we should probably be afraid of. There's Cape Verde and Mozambique. I don't think they should be.
It's the same Egypt. It's not the same Egypt that we beat them rough some time ago.
So even that's cry. Some time ago.
Yo, Cape Verde, have they beaten us before?
I don't remember. But it doesn't matter.
Mozambique.
No, you see, what really matters is that we have a very great team now. We have a team of young players, fantastic young players.
Kudus Day.
You have Kudus, you have Nyama, you have the likes of Tariq Lamptey. You have all these are great players. I mean, Partey is about 30 years, but he's a fantastic player. Yeah. Doing so well at Arsenal, and you know that Jordan Ayew still doing very well at Crystal Palace. And so you have Jordan Ayew, you have Partey, you have Kudus.
So we have our solid 11.
We have a great squad. The challenge is actually, I'm not so convinced about Chris Hughton, but we'll take it like that.
I was gonna say I'm encouraged in Kakra by Hughton. I think he's one of those that can find his stride very soon.
If we give him time,
That
time he will be.
But so don't worry, Black Stars will qualify out of this group. Agbena.
Okay.
The man here can the last time.
Later we'll touch a little bit more on the Atuesian situation, see what else we can learn about it. 15 years hardly, but I know I should read.
And then we'll still have to retrieve those monies.
But how? If he couldn't pay before he went in, how will he pay after he comes?
Well, he indicated the assets that he was going to sell, liquidate in order to pay, and so he signed agreements that the Attorney General is aware of, and so that probably could be the reason the Attorney General is, because at some point he had to get payments that were supposed to have been paid him next year, even this year, in order to pay some of the monies that he owed. So I'm sure that Attorney General is making these comments based on what he knows.
Okay. Well, these are all things we're delving into today on the Super Morning Show. Make sure you're with us, you're tuned in, you're locked in, and don't miss a moment of it, because what matters to you matters to us.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy.
right, now let's take you straight to our friends at Fidelity Bank, who are telling you that, look, as a business owner, you want your business to grow, right? Well, the Fidelity Ejapa account is here to help you do just that. Now, with this account, you get convenient payment and cash collection options. So you get GHQR, mobile money collect, and mobile teller cash collection. You get access to competitively priced loans, a dedicated relationship officer, free insurance, up to 48,000 cedis worth of it, free inter-account transfers, and free subscription to e-banking platforms. If you think this sounds good, well, Charlie, check this out. The Fidelity Ejapa account is an interest-earning current account. Yeah, so you get interest, which is available both to registered and sole proprietors trading in their personal name. So, if you're a sole proprietor or a self-employed individual, it's time to do good business with Fidelity Bank. Join hundreds of businesses that have already signed up for the Fidelity Ejapa account. It just might be your best decision yet. Dial star 776*0# or go to fidelitybank.com.gh today to sign up for a Fidelity Ejapa account. Terms and conditions apply. Together, we're more. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
As you know, a poorly maintained car engine can age faster. So that's why Total Energies has specially formulated Quartz. It's an engine oil with age resistance technology, and it's a breakthrough innovation that ensures optimal performance for your engine and improves protection against mechanical wear by up to 74%, even under extreme temperatures and pressure. Choosing Quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz, keep your engine younger for longer.
And so we've got some good news for you. One of Nigeria's foremost airlines is set to touch down in Accra. Yes, Ibom Airlines will on Tuesday.
Ibom.
The 17th of October 2023 commenced its inaugural flight into the beautiful city of Accra. Are you planning a trip to Lagos, Nigeria? Do you want to depart on time? Do you want to experience top-notch customer service? Then look no further. Book now to enjoy the special introductory fare. With Ibom Air, you will enjoy scheduled reliability, on-time departures, and excellent service, making your journey truly unforgettable. And here's the best part. You can fly daily from Lagos to Accra with Ibom Air. Yes, you heard it right. Daily flights twice, ensuring you have the flexibility that you need. So don't wait any longer. Book your adventure now at ibomair.com. Ibom spelled IBOM. So ibomair.com, and be part of the excitement of visit the City Travel Office at the first floor, Nesta Square, South Liberation Link Road, Accra, or call us on 0202 325226 or 0303957033. You can also get your tickets at Ibom Air counter, Kotoka International Airport Terminal 3. Stay tuned to this station for a chance to win exciting prizes from Ibom Air. Ibom Air, connecting Nigeria and Ghana in style. Don't miss out. Book your flights today and experience the connection like never before. Save the dates, 17th October 2023.
Welcome on board Ibom Air.
All right, well, listen, if you're tired of the land wahala and the headaches of securing a piece of land here in Ghana, discover peace of mind with Sidan Land Bank. They've brought form and structure to land acquisition to eliminate land insecurity, multiple claims, and legal disputes. Now, their approach to land investment is professional, it's hassle-free, it's designed for individuals, private investors, institutions, and corporations. Buy land, God is not making them anymore. Find out where people will go and buy the land before they get there. Of course, with Sidan Land Bank, their serviced lands are currently located at the new airport city, Chopoli, Ningo Pram Pram district along the main Tema Aplao Road. If you want to know more, just call Sidan Land Bank on 030-395-5903, or you can try 053-238-9050, or just go to sidanlandbank.com. Sidan, buy the future now.
Now let's talk about Heritage Christian College. It's a university set up to provide a missing link in tertiary education. Heritage Christian College is affiliated to KNUST and accredited by GTech. And these are the degree programs that they offer. They have BBA programs, options in accounting with computing, accounting, marketing, human resource management, and business information technology management. Also BSc Nursing, Information Technology, Information Security, and BA Theology. They have a 12-month specialized master's degree programs in accounting and taxation, accounting and finance, and human resource management. They also have professional courses, ICA, CIMG, CIHRM, ICM UK, and media short courses as well. Their uniqueness, well, it comes from their entrepreneurship training, which comes with financial support. They have the one student, one laptop policy with terms and conditions, affordable and flexible fee structure, and scholarships available. Here are the qualifications you would need to enter Heritage Christian College, WASI or ABCE, as well as GBCE. Also HND or diploma, and you can enter as a mature student, 25 years and above. Please dial *789 *300# for an online serial number. You can just visit their website, which is hcuc.edu.gh, to apply. Heritage Christian College is in Amasaman, behind the Olympic Stadium. Call them on 020-229-8399 or 0547-777-731. Heritage Christian College, a university training compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
And Societe Generale, your secured and trusted partner, is celebrating 20 years in Ghana. And this significant milestone wouldn't have been possible but for you, their loyal customer. So this anniversary is dedicated to you. It's been a journey of triumphs, successes, and innovative financial solutions crafted to give you, your family, and business the best outcomes always. Our partnership with you has seen you and your families grow, your businesses and institutions succeed, and many dreams come true. Today, we're celebrating 20 years with you, Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Now, the Kingdom Books and Stationery Back to School promotion continues until the 31st of October. That means you still have a chance to get 10 to 15% off all school items. So that's textbooks, pens, pencils, erasers, exercise books, and so much more. In Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takrady, Winneba, and Cape Coast, and wherever else you can find Kingdom Books and Stationery. You can call 0302 764 101 or 0302 764 209. Email info@kingdomgh.com or just go to kingdomgh.com to learn more. Kingdom Books, where quality and affordability are both assured. Terms and conditions apply.
And Republic Bank, master of mortgages, has gone even lower, offering you ultra low interest rates on all its CD mortgage products. So if you're planning to own, build, or improve your home, now is the time. Take advantage of this window of opportunity. Call the Mortgage Hub and speak to a specialist. Here's a number to call: 054 010 9901, or send an email to myhome@republicghana.com. This offer is valid until 31st of January 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we are the one for you.
Hey, Leila will send you a message. You should say, please say, we're the one for you.
Oh, Republic Bank, we are the one for you.
Well, Toyota Ghana has unveiled an irresistible offer. So for a limited time only, they're offering huge price discounts on an exceptional range of vehicles, including the dynamic RAV4. Which one did Ribbon promise to buy for you, Mama V?
I chose the Fortuner.
Okay, so that's the powerful Fortuner diesel and the robust Hilux. I like that one. And I love the luxurious Land Cruiser Prado. And that's not all. When you make the decision to acquire any of these incredible vehicles, Toyota Ghana will reward you with an entire year of complimentary servicing. This golden opportunity won't be around forever, so pay a visit to any of their showrooms located in Accra, Kumasi, Tema, Tamale, Takrady, or you can reach out to them on 0302 910 204. Credit purchase is also available through special arrangement with their finance partners. Toyota, superior quality.
You know the 1 year complimentary service, no? If you live in Kuntusi, you will understand.
You will need it.
It means if you live in the eastern region.
If you live outside Accra.
Outside Accra.
I have a Greater Accra MC.
Anyway, let's get on with the nutrition line from Nestle. And of course, they offer good food for a good life.
you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all-in-one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
This is Nestle Nutrition Line. Nestle Nutrition Line is a public service program from Nestle Ghana Limited. Nestle Nutrition Line offers tips on good food for a good life. Now to your presenter.
Hello, good morning. I love it when you're happy. I love it when you're smiling. I love it when you're looking forward to a great day. Welcome to the sweetest corner of the day. It's Nestle Nutrition Line. I'm Jackie Ankra, also known as Na Ajilisoa. Today we're examining how physical activity improves bone health. Before that, may I ask you, do you know that your bones are living tissues with some bones being destroyed as new ones are formed constantly? Did you know? People who exercise regularly generally have stronger bones than those who do not. This happens because regular exercise encourages new bone tissue to be formed, leading to your bones becoming stronger. The best exercises for your bones are weight-bearing exercises. Weight-bearing physical activity keeps you on your feet so that your legs carry your weight. Some examples include walking, jogging, climbing stairs, tennis, and weightlifting. Oh, and my favorite of them all, dancing. It is recommended that you exercise at least 30 minutes every day, especially during your youth, to build the most bone mass. If you have a health problem or are already osteoporotic, consult your doctor to guide you on the best activities that will be appropriate. Be physically active today for stronger bones tomorrow. And don't forget that. And while we're exercising, dancing and having fun, remember, we're only a phone call away and we need to keep these conversations going, all in the name of wellness. So do please call one of these numbers, 0302 517 020 or 0302 211 880. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Toll free 0800 120 Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to midnight. Weekends and holidays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. For WhatsApp, SMS or calls between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m., the following numbers: 0593 845697, 0593 845649, 0593 845708. Alternatively, do send an email to consumerservices@gh.nestle.com. So now let's dance. Dance your way into a beautiful day and wear a smile for victory and happiness. Have a great day. Bye.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all-in-one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
Doing gets you learning. Learning starts you wondering. Wondering triggers thinking. Thinking becomes planning. Planning evolves to trying. After trying, you're succeeding, winning, owning. Now, doing that starts with outdoing your limits. Outdo them all with MTN. So, what are we doing today?
Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide. High credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
1xBet. Big bonuses, big odds, big wins. Download 1xBet app. Make a deposit and you get 300% bonus on up to 3,445 Ghana cedis. The biggest bonus ever. 1xBet is a reliable bookmaker. So head up to 1xBet.com.gh. Register with promo code Welcome Ghana and get a huge welcome bonus on your first deposit right now. Have a chance to win. 1xBet gives you more. Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
Just
Before they begin the birthday shouts, may I just tell listeners that before they came on air, they were talking Mama V especially about body and PC.
Oh yes, I think it
Mama
is important.
Mama V was talking about body and PC. I have reported here.
It is important that you blow the whistle
on this very cold morning.
Body and PC.
She's thinking about eating hot body and PC.
No. But Gary,
yes.
To be fair, Mama V said Adriani. You have added body and PC.
No, she said I had her say body.
Which means that's what you want to eat.
No. She said body and PC. She said body and PC. Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
She said body and PC.
She was quite clear.
Okay.
She was emphatic.
So listeners, please put some apoterewa together and let's do something. Some above for her. Oh my goodness.
Birthday messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go, Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. And Franco Trading Enterprise. Still phone Papa Perfie.
Let me just do this one real quick. Happy birthday to my dear Portia Afule Otu. I wish you good health and wealth in everything you do, from Anku Letru. And I think that I've got a long one from Samuel Dami that says, happy birthday to Mrs. Sandra Shile Ejabeng of Stanbic Bank on this special day. I thank God for your life and I pray for God's blessings. I thank you for choosing to spend your valuable life with me. I will forever love you and appreciate you, from your husband, Ignatius Ejabeng Iggy. Oh, Iggy is doing some nice things here. Finally, happy birthday to Miss Doris Bramson, retired headmistress of St. Mary's Senior High School, Kolegono. Wishing you a glorious year ahead filled with joy, good health, and abundant blessings from your sister Gloria Felicia, who love you to bits.
All right, happy 30th birthday to my darling wife Elizabeth Ekuya Oforiche. It's from your husband Mr. Oke and your daughter Awo. Happy birthday to Robert Bafo at St. Teresa's Catholic Church, Kanishi. It's from the Old Mass Service. Happy glorious birthday to Honorable Sam Kweku Jerome, the NDC Western North Regional Communications Officer. God bless your new age. It's from the BBNE organizer Honorable Esiedu. And happy birthday to Annabelle Salifu, a third-year student at AA Mustard Kumasi. Is from Honorable Michael Esiedu to you.
Did we do happy 45th birthday to Efia Sapon Amwa of GRA?
Go for it.
Blessings and love from Tricia. 45th birthday to Efia Sapon Amwa of GRA.
All right. Now, how do you say this name? I'm spelling it ASHIRLEY.
Asheli.
Okay. All right. Mrs. Sandra Ashele Ajay Ajabing of Stanbic Bank is
Done
celebrating
already.
a birthday today. Oh, okay. All right. How did you pronounce it?
I pronounced it.
Happy birthday to Joshua Yawson of Cal Bank PLC.
If we have murdered a name, please send us a voice note.
It has been murdered in the past tense. All right, God bless you, Joshua. It's from Team CIBD of Cal Bank. Also happy and blessed birthday to Eastern Regional Director of TVET, Evelyn Dansoa Boating. And one more happy and blessed birthday in advance. It's your 85th birthday coming up, Auntie Peace of Medina New Road. It'll be on Sunday, October 15. May this new age bring along God's continuous blessings and grace. It's from your children and grandchildren and from Isaac Abraham and his entire family. That's nice.
Can we get into the sports center then?
We can. And the Joy Sports Center is brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go, bank. Oh my, Standard Chartered Bank. Here for good. Allianz Life Insurance.
We secure your future.
1xBet, your reliable bookmaker, and DSTV. It's your moment. Mama B hasn't paid her bill yet.
So, we all have those days when, you're low on everything, energy, time, cash, and even airtime and data. Well, that's why MTN Extra Time is an airtime and data advanced service that allows you to make calls or browse the internet even when you have an insufficient balance. All you have to do is to dial star 506 hash, go through the prompts and select the amount of airtime or data you need. It's more than simple. Doing your favorite things on MTN means you don't get interrupted even when you are low on airtime or data. Please remember, all terms and conditions apply.
So my friends, imagine sitting in the stands at Anfield, cheering on Liverpool FC and joining several fans jump and scream at Mo Salah's stunning goal. Yes, this dream could come true for you because Standard Chartered wants to take you and your partner to Anfield to watch Liverpool play live. It's just so simple to be eligible. Look, there's an equal chance for clients and non-clients. For non-clients, download the SE mobile app, open an account, start transacting. But for existing clients, just transact more to participate in this campaign. Remember, the more you transact, the more presents you gain in the basket for that final draw that selects the ultimate winner. This is your chance to experience Anfield with your partner. There are other consolation prizes. Open that account and transact now to watch Liverpool play live at Anfield. And this promotion is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Standard Chartered Bank, here for good.
Now, if you love sports and betting, you will love the offer of the world-famous bookmaker 1xBet, which comes with high odds, a huge selection of sports events, and a cool mobile app. Right now, 1xBet is offering a 300% first deposit bonus. Sign up, use the promo code BETG and get a bonus of up to 3,445 Ghana cedis. 1xBet has a license to operate in Ghana, so you don't have to worry about your funds' safety. Join millions of 1xBet players worldwide and win big. Gazayo.
Kojo, yo. Yeah, hope you are doing well this morning. Everybody keep safe out there, please, especially if you're in Accra. It's raining, I'm not sure it's cats and dogs there, just a few monkeys and things. Today, keep safe out there, the roads and everything. But coming up next, will it be a repeat or revenge for the Black Stars?
Zidane, that's a good return ball. Is this it? Yes, it is. Egypt have broken the deadlock with just 5 minutes left, and it's their super sub, Ghetto.
He's in. Much of a pro league. He's onside. Inside for John. Rips it far post, shredding the defense and beating Ikrami. It's 1-0 Ghana.
Akosombo Dam strikes and draws first blood for the Black Stars.
Ghana drawn in Group B for the 2023 AFCON, with the top liner being the fixture against the Pharaohs. Daniel Cranton has a wrap of Ghana's opponents as well as pairings in other groups.
In 2010, a late Mohamed Gedo goal broke Ghanaian hearts as Egypt edged out the Black Stars 1-0 in the final of the AFCON to claim their 7th crown and deny Ghana her 5th. 14 years later, these two teams will meet in the group stages of the AFCON 2023 tournament in Cote d'Ivoire after the draw for next year's competition was held last night. Ghana's Black Stars have been drawn in Group B, where they will also take on Mozambique and Cape Verde. Host nation Cote d'Ivoire will come face to face against West African rivals Nigeria in Group A, together with Equatorial Guinea and Guinea-Bissau. Another heavyweight clash between 2017 champions Cameroon and defending champions Senegal will be on show in Group C, with Guinea and Gambia completing that group. 2019 champions Algeria, led by Riyad Mahrez, will face Angola, Burkina Faso and Mauritania in Group D, while Tunisia and Mali continue their recent rivalry in Group E alongside South Africa's Bafana Bafana and Namibia. 2022 FIFA World Cup semi-finalists Morocco are favourites to top Group F and are joined by DR Congo, Zambia, who are led by former Ghana coach Avram Grant, and Tanzania. In all, 6 stadia across Cote d'Ivoire will host the competition, which will run from January 13 to February 11, 2024 at the Alassane Ouattara Stadium in Abidjan.
And from that city, the draw was done last night. Reaction now. Ghana boss Chris Hughton first. What does he think of Group B?
As soon as Egypt come out, the first thoughts are, of course, a very experienced side, very experienced AFCON campaigners. I think have more wins than any other country. I think so. They're experienced in it. So for sure, it's very, very tough opposition. But the first thing you think about is it's a competition that you're very much looking forward to.
The Black Stars will hope next year's event will be the tournament where Ghana finally end the over 40-year trophy drought. But former Ghana international Wilberforce Infum is not so optimistic about the Black Stars' chances. He's now 87, believe it or not, and he knows what it means to put on that shirt. He believes the current crop, they are not committed to the national cause.
What are the players that you are going to play for to win the cup?
We don't have players.
Do you think we have players? If they don't change the system of selecting players from Europe, you know, these players coming from Europe, do you think they come and kill themselves for Ghana? My brother, they think about their leg. When they come here, they don't play hard the way they used to play in Europe. When he comes here and play and help himself, where is he going to get money to feed his family?
Wilberforce Infum, the great, 87 years, I tell you. Wow. Anyway, defending champions Senegal, who come up against 5-time winners Cameroon, as well as Guinea and Gambia, have conceded the group is tough. Here's the country's all-time top scorer, Sadio Mane.
Well, I think a really difficult group.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm half of Gambian, half of Guinean.
Yeah, different.
I can say that all my parents come from Guinea, so Cameroon also is really tough. So what can I say?
I'm out of the way. I agree.
Really complicated group, but like I said, it's football. We're going to try to do our best like we did like all the time and try to go through in the first round, which we know it will be really tough, but let's keep trying.
As you know, Senegal and Gambia are basically one country. Senegal, Derby, and Senegal, Gambia, and Guinea are also neighbors, in a manner of speaking. That should be a very spicy group. Anyway, elsewhere, our own cousins, Nigeria, didn't have it easy as well. They're in Group A. They face host nation Equatorial Guinea and Guinea-Bissau. Their legend, Mikel Obi, is confident the Super Eagles will sail through.
Of course, we're always the favorite, aren't we? We're always the favorite.
Everybody hear that?
We're the tough group, but of course, when we come to this tournament, we're always there. We're always the favorite. There's a lot of, tough teams here, but Nigeria is always. We are Nigeria, aren't we? So.
The host of the draw was CAF, and its president, Dr. Patrice Motsepe, was full of positivity about this AFCON being the best ever.
We are absolutely convinced that the AFCON next year in Cote d'Ivoire is going to be the very best ever in the history of African football. Told the media earlier on, they were asking me again, has CAF got a plan B, plan C? And I will repeat what I told them. We only have one plan. The plan is the AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire the infrastructure, the facilities, the stadiums, world class. There is no plan B. If there is a plan B is Cote d'Ivoire. If there's a plan C is Cote d'Ivoire. Just go on C, A, up until Z. When you get to Z, there's no other plan. So go back to plan 1, Cote d'Ivoire.
Right, so that's the draw for the AFCON summed up for you. This is Joy 99.7 FM. Hello, if you just joined us, it's the Sports Center. Gary Al Smith here taking you to Europe. There were lots of qualifiers for Euro 2024. The BBC Sports Series has a wrap.
Spain were 2-0 winners over Scotland in Seville, the first time that the Scots have dropped points in this qualifying campaign. Norway kept their hopes of reaching the European Championships alive with a 4-0 win over Cyprus in Larnaca. Manchester City's Erling Haaland scored twice. Turkey moved top of Group D with a 1-0 win over Croatia in Osijek. Elsewhere, there were wins for Poland, Albania, Latvia and for Kosovo, whose qualifier against Israel scheduled for this Sunday has been postponed, with the Israeli authorities currently not allowing their national team to travel abroad.
Post series of the BBC with that wrap. Back home here in Ghana, it's week 5 of the Bet Power Premier League. Starts tonight at the Babayara, where Asante Kotoko entertain Adriana. Also over the weekend, Bafo Kwatano, who are current league leaders, will be facing Bibiani Gold Stars, while Samatex set to go up against Dreams FC. RTU scheduled to play against Karela United, who these days are based in Tamale as well, and Nations FC will be hosted by Brekum Chelsea. Accra Lions play Hearts of Oak, and Legon Cities will meet Bechem United. And finally, the Accra High Court has struck out the application for an injunction filed by King Faisal against the Ghana Football Association in relation to the GFA elections roadmap. The Division 1 League side filed a motion in the High Court demanding constituent bodies of the FA, like the Regional Football Association reps and the Executive Council, elect their reps before the presidential election takes place. No cause for alarm now, as the GFA has gone ahead to conduct its elections with Ketu Kroku winning to lead the association for a second time. So Winston, what happened is that in the last 5 months or so, the GFA has won every legal battle thrown at it from every quarters. You know, from the High Court, Appeals Court, from the Court of Arbitration for Sports. And so yesterday on our Senpai FM, I think, George Amwako was advising George Efriye that, you know, coming events cast their shadows. And the way the GFA has won all their legal battles in the last 5 months, he probably should take a clue and a cue from that as well. Will the GFA win against?
He's advising him not to pursue the case.
Yeah, because the GFA this year they've not lost any case that I can remember. It's about 6 cases brought against them, and they've won all of them at local and international level.
Well, who knows? This could be their first.
Yeah, man.
Let's just
you never know.
Thank you very much, Gary L. Smith, for joining us with the latest in the world of sports. Time now for the Joy Business Minute, brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, the generator experts.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, your generator experts. Government has indicated that some of the stored infrastructure projects will resume once it reaches a debt restructuring deal with external creditors. Some road projects and other donor infrastructure deals have stalled after the Finance Ministry suspended debt repayment as a result of the exchange program. Senior finance lecturer at the University of Cape Coast, Siram Kawa, is predicting single-digit inflation by 2026. Businesses that were questioned and arrested by the Ghana Revenue Authority for failing to honor their tax obligations will not be spared in the next round of enforcement exercises by the authority. And in the UK, the Development Minister Andrew Mitchell has hit back at criticism over aid cuts for the world's poorest, saying the UK was still a very dominant force. And last, the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, your generator experts.
Right, So welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And Anointed Electrical Engineering Services Limited is into the sales of ultra-silent generators from 5 kVA to 2,500 kVA, and we're going to take maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generators. We also stock genuine spare parts of all kinds for various generators and also do generator rentals in East Legon. You can locate us on the Lagos Avenue Road opposite Turmeric Hotel, in Tema on the Tema General Hospital Road, Community 9, just after the overhead, and at Odoko where we have our head office, number 77 Anointed House off the Odoko Malam Road. We have branches nationwide. Anointed, the generator expert. Contact us on 0243 480334. And let's get interactive this morning here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. But before we do, let me just remind you that it's a rainy morning. And so please, if you're using the road, just be careful. Pay attention. Just 1 second of losing concentration could cost you. But of course, still to come this morning here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. So some say the Black Stars find themselves in a group of death. I don't know what your thoughts are. We play Egypt, Cape Verde, and Mozambique. Seems like an easy group, isn't it? Why don't you join us on X using the hashtag JoySMS and tell us what your thoughts are about our group for AFCON 2023, which will be played in 2024. And Atuisian has been jailed 15 years for failing to pay 90 million that he agreed to pay in his plea bargaining. So now has to serve 15 years in jail with hard labor. But should that be the end of it? Or you believe others should also face the law? Get on to X and share your thoughts with us. But also coming up this morning, we go to the Volta region and get to the affected communities. The communities affected by the spillage of the Akosombo and dams right here on the Super Morning Show. Our social media messages brought to us by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, Ghana AIDS Commission. Test to know your HIV status and take steps to protect your health. And of course, GTP Lifestyle. So every day people face different emergencies, police emergency, fire, medical emergency, you name it. But many Ghanaians don't know their emergency numbers. Well, here's one you should always remember. Star 770 hash. Yes, star 770 hash is the new EcoBank money emergency number. And star 770 hash gives you instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility payments, airtime and data purchases, and so much more, even without data. So there's no need to panic when you find yourself in any money emergency. EcoBank will always come to your rescue. Dial star 770 hash now for solutions to your money emergencies. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank.
And Franco Trading has now taken delivery of CCTV cameras with on-screen display menu and easy configuration. They have chest freezers and refrigerators as well as washing machines, all types of phones and accessories, smart TVs from 32 to 55 inches, and Franco air conditioners. And there's a good 40% discount online when you shop from the online shops nationwide. You get 40% discount. So if you don't have the Franco Trading app, please download one. Is on the Play Store, or you can just visit the francotrading.com. That's their website, francotrading.com. And please don't pick any Franco Trading number on Google. Instead, here are numbers to keep anytime you want to get in touch with Franco Trading. Just call them 0246 422 338 or 0555 939 311. Franco Trading Enterprise. Still phone Papa Pafie.
Mama, V, say after me. CCTV. Say after me, CCTV.
That's exactly what I said, Winston. Don't confuse me.
Why the pause? Why the pause? But let me say good morning to all the Bleobi, those who attended Accra Academy. I'm told that they are going home tomorrow. That's their homecoming. So the likes of Sami Odame, Professor Peter Korte, all of you.
Oh,
Sami Odame was ASP. He was. You don't know he was ASP.
It's not. I'm not surprised. I mean, like.
He was like SP2 at Gbegbe is a primary school.
It is the Gbegbe for me.
That's all I wanted to say. This whole Accra thing, I just wanted to say Gbegbe.
Do you know Gbegbe?
I don't know them.
Hey,
I don't know them.
You are in this gata. You don't know Gbegbe.
Sami Odame. So you think that I wouldn't know your Gbegbe is a primary school? Or you went to the JSS too? You think I won't know your Gbegbe? I like the name. It's just like those days you listen to Ododo when you're following elections and you hear Ododo.
Do you know Tunga?
Which one is that? Hey, which one is that? Oh, then next year Ghana month you have to tell us all these areas, including Kuntuse, Satellite.
Oh, I'll be happy to. Yes, yeah. We will explore Dansoman. There's a lot there.
So look, if you attended Accra Academy, please, you are reminded that your homecoming is this Saturday, okay? And it's under the theme Mobilizing for Effective Development. And it will be at the Samuel Oforie J Square. That's the school campus. Side attraction, medical screening, tennis tournament with Legon Tennis Club, inter-year group basketball and slam dunk competition. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Go there. ASP, I mean you go.
But Accra. Women used to go to Accra. Yeah, way back. So when you're doing homecoming,
Swanika is
Constance, yeah.
Okay. That's
so it's not just the boys.
The sixth formers, the sixth formers could do that. Yes, I know that in those days women could get into sixth form, even to the boys' school sometimes. And because a place like Presegda was the National Science College, so a lot of a lot of the best science students went to sixth form at Preseg. So if you're doing science,
so the homecoming is go back. It's not like you're out of the NSMQ. You know, when you started, that was what I was thinking.
Oh no! I don't think they've even started yet. No, they haven't.
Okay.
Oh, please don't do that.
No. Easy.
As for Accra, they will meet Efa Kaufman.
They
will meet Professor. Listen, Accra, they will meet Professor Efa Kaufman.
Okay.
Because right now you have to meet Professor Kaufman. If you don't meet Professor Kaufman,
hey, Mauli School, this small competition you win yesterday.
Oh, I am not talking about the one we won yesterday. That one is not of importance to me. That one is like that one was expected. I mean, if you are contesting with Amani Ampon Secondary School and St. Catherine's, and when you beat them, you haven't done anything. Yeah, you haven't done anything. You see, if you went to a school that was discussed at the UN before it was built in Ghana, oh come on, what are you talking about? Please, we also go home on the 27th to the 29th of October.
I see you go out of the competition.
No, but then we would have won the competition. Amani Ampon Secondary School. I mean, Amani Ampon. Anyway, let me keep quiet now. I was going to say that, but for Chief Justice Eninia, but I didn't know Amani Ampon Secondary School. But let's get into big stories this morning.
Before you are cited.
He's now out. Let me use that. But Amani Ampon Secondary School. Let me continue with big stories. Yeah, brought to us by Vodafone. Further together, latest from your partner for life. Belmonte by CPL Developers, the ultimate luxury experience. And Access Bank, your number one remittance bank. Access Bank, more than banking. What I want to say is that when we win the competition, I think it ends on the 23rd of October.
Sorry, which competition again?
The NSMQ. When we win, then we'll go home.
And you are who?
Mauli School will win.
Have you won before?
Never. When we win, we'll take the trophy. You see, we've planned our national congress such that right after the victory, the boys are bringing it to Congress grounds. It will happen. But if you're looking for a 1-seater, 2-seater, 3-seater, or L-shaped sofa crafted to the finest details and available in various colors for your home, office, or hotel, if you're looking for comfort, durability, quality, and that perfect finishing, then look no further, because Latest Foam is your one-stop shop, whatever your choice or budget. Buy from the best, not the imitated. Latest Foam, your partner for life.
And free unlimited browsing on Vodafone fixed broadband this care month. So for staying and sticking with us, Vodafone is showing appreciation to all active fixed broadband customers. They're giving free unlimited broadband browsing this Sunday. This Sunday was 15th of October from 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. So get ready to binge on your favorite online activities with super fast and reliable connectivity. This offer is valid for all current active fixed broadband customers and for dormant or inactive customers if you reactivate your fixed broadband account before Sunday 15th of October. And if you have a dormant account, please do so that you don't regret it. Free dear, you pay free. Thank you for choosing Vodafone. Vodafone Care Month, hashtag team service, hashtag live or live digital, Vodafone further together.
And so by popular demand, you asked and we heard you. Silver Star Auto, the original Benz boss in Ghana for over 25 years, is inviting you to take advantage of a free inspection promo and save big. Schedule your free inspection today and enjoy free inspection of your Mercedes-Benz vehicle. Enjoy a 15% discount on genuine spare parts. Visit any of the outlets in Accra on the Graphic Road, Tema, Kumasi. And extended promo ends today, Friday the 13th of October 2023. But terms and conditions apply. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM.
Oh yeah, EcoBank Mobile to make me say, oh yeah, EcoBank Mobile to make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy. Yeah. Oh yeah, download it. You gon' enjoy it. You can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even church tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple. Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know, it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Can promise.
This October, experience Germany right here in Ghana. The Embassy of the Federal Republic of Germany in Ghana, the Delegation of German Industry and Commerce in Ghana, and many other German institutions and companies active in Ghana are organizing the German Days 2023 celebrations from the 3rd of October to the 30th of October 2023. From the German National Day to fun-filled activities like Oktoberfest, tree planting, bicycle tours, football tournaments, tennis tournaments, German European business cocktails, and German burger networking, among others. There is something for everyone to participate in and enjoy. Main sponsors: Allianz Company Ghana Limited, Brussels Airlines, and Robert Bosch Ghana Limited. Gold sponsors: Aka Kappa Limited, Liphair Ghana Limited, Ijot Fixing Solutions, Germany Trade and Invest, Evonik Africa, B. Braun Medical Ghana West Africa Office, Universal Motors, Wafa Logistics and Consultancy Limited, ThyssenKrupp Policius, Consolidated Shipping, Atlantic Life Sciences Limited, and Labadi Beach Hotel. For more information, call 0242 438 760.
Oh, yes, Uncle.
Oh, Charlie, sorry, you the bed.
It's not at this time, but what do you
Okay, well, since you picked the call already, you hear say Vodafone gets some new feature called Vodafone Flexi. Apparently, no matter the amount I get, I go fit buy any voice, data or broadband bundle. Whether it be 100 Ghana, 10 Ghana or 1 Ghana. Charlie, any Ghana, I fit use Vodafone Flexi.
Okay, so if you pay me the 5 Ghana you owe me since last 2 weeks, I be me too, I go fit do the Vodafone Flexi song. Hello?
Yes, don't get left behind on what's new. To use Vodafone Flexi, dial *200# *700# or *900# now. Terms and conditions apply.
Vodafone, further together.
Comfort, durability, finishing, quality.
Choosing sofas and beds for your home, office or hotel couldn't be easier with an exclusive range of sofas and beds in various designs and colors from Latex Foam. There is so much choice whatever your budget. Latex Foam, your partner for life.
Some banks treat you like this. Others like this. But at Access Bank, we treat you like this. Why settle for less when the best customer experience starts and ends at Access Bank? We are always on call all week from Monday to Sunday to offer you the best financial advice and solutions. It's not just talk, it's about time you experienced it too. Visit any Access Bank branch today or call us toll free 0800 00 4400.
Access Bank, more than banking.
Hey, Cashman.
Yeah.
Don't you know Nana has assembled all of us and you are here making calls?
My generator is spoiled too. So I'm calling a renowned Ghanaian company with an excellent track record in the sales and repairs of generator sets in Accra to come and repair for me.
Is it Anointed Electricals?
Yeah.
Anointed Electricals deals in quality and genuine generators with high fuel efficiency. We also rent generators.
They sell quality generators from 10 kVA to 2500 kVA. They have spare parts of other generators and can repair every faulty generator set even if you didn't buy from them.
Look, now we don't have any electrical problem in Accra.
How?
Because Anointed Electricals is right here at East Legon, Lagos Avenue, opposite Tomric Hotel.
And that's why Nana is calling us.
Okay.
Yes. If you want to buy a brand new generator or repair the old one, visit Anointed Electricals. Or if you are within Accra, call our hotline 0246 423 534
or call 0243 480 334. They have qualified and dedicated men on 24-hour after sales service.
Then let's go and listen to Nana. Let's go.
Gosh, after giving you the hint, won't you give me anything?
Anointed, the generator experts.
How are you, Kofi? And how are you getting on? Have you been taking your HIV medication? I mean, the antiretroviral medicines.
Media, my bro, my bre. Every day, I have to take this medicine. Why?
Oh, Kofi, but you know that your antiretroviral medicines have to be taken every day to be effective.
Why does it have to be so?
Oh, Kofi, you know by taking your antiretroviral medicines every day, it stops the virus from replicating and allows the immune system to repair itself and prevent further damage. This way, you can live a long, healthy life.
Do you think not taking the antiretroviral medicine is the reason why I feel weak and feverish? Could it be the reason why I have recurring diarrhea too?
So would you rather feel sick instead of just taking the antiretroviral medicines daily and feel healthy? You know the daily dose helps to suppress the virus so that in about 6 months, the virus becomes undetectable. This means that the virus in your blood is sufficiently suppressed. It also means that you cannot transmit the virus to others. If your viral load continues to remain undetectable, then it is equal to being untransmittable. That is what we mean by U equals U.
I think I owe it to myself to take my antiretroviral drug religiously.
Great! That is what I was hoping to hear. You must take your antiretroviral medicine consistently to get your viral load suppressed to make it undetectable and untransmittable.
Yes, undetectable equals untransmittable.
U equals U.
This message is brought to you by Ghana AIDS Commission.
Johanno, Motua Mamia, Namotua Manila and Vanderpool. But, say, Market Yekra, Nilante Banaman. Nila de Vanderpool, Nilante Banaman.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, this is Kobe Mike. You're speaking from MTN office.
Kobe. How
It's
Yo, fellas, sing the song for the one you love.
Yeah, me to the total. I'm big crime, baby.
The CIMG radio program of the year, and today we've got so many things to get through. Of course, we need to spend sufficient time in the Volta region because what has happened there is a tragedy. We will be hearing from those with the answers. Osborne Divine Fenu is the DCE of North Tongue. Seji Saji is the Deputy Director General of NADMO, and Edward Eko Obinkenzo is Deputy Chief Executive for Engineering and Operations at the Volta River Authority. If anybody has the answers between these three, we will figure it all out together. We'll also hear from residents who have been so badly affected by the spillage of the Akosombo Dam. Stay with us for that and more. But first, sometimes buying your car insurance is not the problem. It's when you forget to renew it and then you get in trouble with the police or you have an accident. Well, instant car insurance is now available on Hubtel. Get your instant car insurance sticker anytime. No long terms, just install the Hubtel app, enter your car number for your instant insurance sticker. You can also set a reminder for your next renewal date. Go to hubtel.com/app to install your Hubtel app and set a reminder to renew your car insurance today. Hubtel is everything you.
And you like the sound of free? Of course, we all do. So simply register with PrideBet and you get to enter the free daily sports quiz to win 25,000 Ghana cedis every day. What are you waiting for? Visit pridebet.com.gh now to play. All new players also get a 100% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Brani India grow a PrideBet. PrideBet, let's go! And is regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. PrideBet, 1 Ghana CD and a dream. So that's 1 Ghana CD and a dream bet code for weekend games. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday games. Log on to pridebet.com.gh and click on Bet Slip if you don't have a PrideBet account. Register now. In the Bet Slip, enter the code 228Z7. Stake 1 Ghana cedi and stand the chance to win over 20,000.
Are you guys ready for the biggest food fair in Accra?
Yes, we are.
This is happening tomorrow. And of course, Extra Food Invasion 2023. This is live at the Alliance Française from 10 a.m. till dark. So everything you want to eat, everything, even if you want to eat, other food types. Okay, so you also get tantalizing food expo, free health screening. There's karaoke sessions. We'll be hearing from Kojo on that too. Kojo, have you heard of the wonderful karaoke that Weston delivered some time ago?
I got there just after. Thank God.
Well. Oh, and you won. Yeah. Yes. Competing. Insurado was not a very big competition for you. We should send it to Epic. Okay, so there will be eating competition too, which many people will be interested in. There are games, egg hunts, and also the Epic After Dark Party.
I like the bit about after dark
party. Yeah. Anyway, tickets are a wallet friendly 50 cedi and 100 cedi. You just have to dial *713 *33 *665 hash or visit Food Invasion GH for your tickets. This is brought to you by the American Soybean Association and Wish, powered by the Little Cow and Shark Express with Joy Prime as media partners. Extra Food Invasion, serving not just food but nutrition in all.
Powered by the Little Cow.
Yes.
Sounds like you're describing a plow.
And the Shark Express.
All right. Well, a wise man once said, don't just make money, make a difference. And at ABSA, that's what they believe in. They believe in helping you make a difference through their personal loans. With an ABSA personal loan, you can get up to 500,000 Ghana cedis, collateral free, to finance your personal project. Now, with a flexible payment plan of up to 7 years, fixed and competitive rates, the ABSA personal loan is just what you need to open the door to the life you deserve. So, visit the nearest ABSA branch or call your personal banker to discover how to get things done. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA. Terms and conditions apply.
And ladies and gentlemen, I have some delicious news to share with you today. Imagine a biscuit made from real cereal packed with wholesome oats and grains containing less sugar. This biscuit is not only a treat for your taste buds, but also a nutritious option for all ages. I'm talking about the McBerry Breakfast Cereal. McBerry Breakfast Cereal biscuit can be enjoyed at any time of the day, particularly at breakfast with any beverage of your choice. It's delicious, nutritious, and affordable. It's made with whole grain oats packed with fiber and real cereals with less sugar So worry no more with McBerry breakfast cereal. Your kids have the perfect snack they can take to school. Beware of imitation. Remember to go for the original McBerry breakfast cereal biscuit and start your day with a smile. McBerry breakfast cereal, goodness for your morning, and this is FDA approved.
Now, Access Bank's Womenpreneur Pitcherton competition is back for season 5. Hooray! Are you a woman between the ages of 18 and 45? I know somebody doesn't qualify. 18 and 45 years. Are you a woman with a passion for agriculture? Do you own or know a woman who owns an agriculture business like Araba Kumsin? I know for sure. Yes, then this is your opportunity to take your business to the next level. Be part of the 5th edition of the Access Bank Womenpreneur Pitcherton competition, and you could win a share of the 1 million. Let's not forget 1 million CDs worth of prizes. The prizes include cash, business training, web design, publicity, and many more. Application ends on the 15th. This is this weekend, right? Okay, so no, 15th is Monday.
15th is Sunday.
Sunday, yes. So it ends on Sunday. Yeah. Visit our website, ghana.accessbankplc.com to register. Terms and conditions apply. But for more information, call 0800 004400 toll free to speak to a dedicated relationship officer in our women banking team. Access W. Inspiring, connecting, and empowering.
Great. All right then. So let's take a break. When we come back, we'll be engaging Orson Divine Fenu, Seji Saji, Edward Eko Obing Kenzo, so that together between the DCE, NADMO, and VRA, we can figure out some solutions. But not before we hear from those worst affected by this. That's all to come after these messages.
Morning Show. A bank that supports you. A bank that cares for you. Hand in hand, we stand with you. So lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. We'll walk with you wherever you go. Where all your dreams come alive, CBG will make you smile. Will rise with you. Your business will flourish. Your name will stand out. Consolidated Bank, CBG. We stand with you.
The 11th West African Clean Energy and Environment Fair, WACI 2023, takes place from the 18th to the 19th of October 2023 at the Grand Arena, Accra International Conference Center. Be part of the interactive sessions on clean energy, water, and circular economy. This 2-day festival brings together West African and European industry experts, plus a showcase of exciting companies and the latest innovations from Switzerland, Austria, and Germany. Immerse yourself in insightful workshops on waste management, Ghana's decarbonization efforts, and circular economy platform on plastics and e-waste, organized by GIZ. WACI 2023 is organized by the Delegation of German Industry and Commerce in Ghana and supported by the Konrad Adenauer Foundation. Media partners City FM, Joy FM, and BNFT. Entry is free. For further information, visit waki.net or call 0242 438 760.
No matter your water needs, Syntex has it all. Syntex tank was first to introduce double layer tank, and now you can have as many layers as you want. Syntex tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana, and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Syntex tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project, or demand, choose Syntex tank. Syntex tank, stress-free. Syntex tank, reliable. Syntex tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244 335 168, Kumasi 0505 555 666, or visit syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, a year strong, a year tough.
Are you hoping to start university this October? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana right here in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and 50% scholarships to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless opportunities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. Admissions are currently open for our October 2023 intakes. Apply now for our foundation and undergraduate programs. For more information, contact us on +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
Bet to play together. Play for fun, enjoy the game. Join today on a bonus spending. Come together, make we play. Say share betting. Games are hold on. Play out in so. Bet better man. Correct us, quick cash out, free bonus. Correct us, quick cash out, free bonus. Betbet.com.
Bet together we play. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below 18 years. Gaming can be addictive.
Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
All right, it's about 20 minutes to 9 on the Super Morning Show. Thank you for staying with us. If you are on X, if you have that app on your phone, you can join this conversation via X Space. Just go look for us and share it with your friends so that they can all be a part of it. We're talking in a moment about the spillage of the Akosombo Dam and the fallout, literally the fallout. We'll be talking to NADMO, we'll be talking to VRA, and of course the DCE, as well as those who have been affected by it. Okay, that's the plan. In fact, let's get started. Let's hear from those who saw parts of their lives washed away when Akosombo was spilled.
Yesterday I was called at work. I'm a social worker. I work at the Department of Social Welfare. I was called yesterday. 6 people called me that the town is flooded. And lo and behold, when I came, it's a nice song. You don't have anywhere to stay. As I'm talking right now, the room where my things are rented and my things are, the whole thing is full. It's a mess. I don't have anything. This address I'm wearing from a friend. We're asking the government to help us. The vice president to come to our aid. The president, the minister, the voter regional minister. I know he is aware that we are going through all this. To come and help us. We are suffering. Children are suffering. And for school going children to go to school, let me talk about it. Those parents who go to the school, the water is there. So we are now moving here. We are thinking of going to Segei. Right now, I don't have any money. No lights. My phone is off. I can't even call friends to send me money so that I will convey them. Because for me, everything of mine is immersed in the water. We can't even go to the roof. The water is at the top of the roof. So we are asking again that the government, the NGOs, the UN, even if they are watching us, to come to the aid of North Tongue. We are dying. We are in Ghana, but we are not part of this country. We are begging that you come to our aid. We are suffering. We are suffering that you come to our aid. Children are suffering.
I live in Accra. I received a phone call around 2:49 a.m. for my mother that the situation is getting out of hand. But yesterday we had a call from the police. An auntie lives over there. They are on a higher land, but from the WhatsApp which I saw, the place was almost in water. So when I saw the test, this is really serious. So when my mother called this dawn, I realized these were getting out of hand. My elders also called from a shaman, so we said the best thing is supposed to come and see how things are, and if possible, move them out. In fact, when I came, what I've seen so far is really terrible because a lot of people are just stranded. Most of the houses are submerged over there and properties and lost. So the situation is really very bad, very bad. And where maybe not more want to come in and help residents around, because from what we are seeing, a lot of families have lost a lot of things. The safe haven too is over there around Kizito Secondary School. This morning we are told that place is not safe. They'll be asked to leave. In fact, that's where my both parents were. But they called earlier on that the place is also not safe. So they'll be asked to leave that place too. So it's like the situation is getting out of hand.
1,000 houses have been stagnant. Over 1,000 houses have been stagnant already. And the properties and then life is being threatened. So we are calling on national. The government should come to our aid. This is the time the people of Mekwa, especially the people at the lower Volta Basin, are waiting them. They should come to our aid. National NADMON, they should come. This is the time because we need. You can see the weather is threatening. The people, they need tents. They need tents, a temporary tent to stay in. They need mattresses, the food stuff, mosquito coils, mosquito nets, and all that. All those things are being needed now before food starts. At least this. Whatever that can help us, any relief items at all is welcome. This is the situation. You can see that it's not the best. This is not the method we stayed in. Since it's in the 1963 that it happens, yeah, exactly 60 years today, that is the situation we find ourselves in.
Reality for many, many Ghanaians in the Volta region today. It's been going on for over a week and just keeps getting worse every day. Let's try and figure out the solutions. We're joined on the phone right now by Edward Akosombo Dam. He's the Deputy Chief Executive for Engineering and Operations at the Volta River Authority. Also on the phone is Seji Saji. He's the Deputy Director General of NADMO. Gentlemen, good morning to you both.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah. If I may start with you, Mr. Obing Kenzo, we understand that before all of this, there were some simulation exercises and engagement in the community. Can you brief us just very quickly on what these simulations revealed about how this spillage will go?
Okay. Good morning to all our listeners. The simulation was part of our normal. Let me listen here. Was part of our normal operation procedures that we are supposed to be carrying out simulation about every 10 years.
Right.
To prepare the communities of in case there should be flooding, what they should do. So it was more of a preparation towards this situation that we find ourselves in today. Because per our forecast, we knew that such thing will happen this year. So that's why we carried out those simulations.
When did you do it?
The simulation was done somewhere in May.
Right.
That was the Dahoso program, where all the agencies were brought together, the communities, and it went very well. I should say it went very well. The communities were well prepared. They knew what was coming, what they should do in case it should happen.
Mm. So during this exercise, did you inform these community members that when you do the spilling in October or September, that it would flood their communities and they would have to move?
Yes, they were informed. Just to state here, we have what we call the emergency preparedness plan, where all the 9 districts which are normally affected by this spillage were communicated to. And that program was followed to the latter. All of them were informed. All of them knew what they have to do. Safe havens were earmarked in case it happens where she should go and what will be done from there. So they were all informed, and all of them were in the picture. The communities were aware. Some of the community members were involved in that simulation that were carried out.
Right. Of course, now we're seeing that something very different is happening. These communities have not moved to safe havens, and they are seeing their property being washed away. And it's continuing. Can you tell us about that? How much longer will this spilling process go?
To answer your question, we knew that per our forecast, we knew that the dam level will be going high. So as in September 15th, we started the spillage gradually per the forecast, opened up by middle of middle of October or end of September. The water inflows will recede, so that at least we can start closing the gate. Per the forecast as we see today, the inflow is a bit more than what we really anticipated that to come in. So that's why we find ourselves in it. But as we track the forecast, we know that by middle of October to the end of October, the inflow should recede drastically. And from there, we'll start really making other arrangements to reduce the spillage. So we are monitoring.
Right, which means that there is no clear timeline, available to VRA as to, when this will definitively come to an end.
The data that we collected over the years, we know that from mid of October, the water inflow recedes. Yesterday, the inflow was almost 400,000. As we speak today, the inflow today is about 348,000. So we are tracking, and we think we are on track to achieve per the data that we've collected over the years that the water will start receding from mid of October, hopefully to the end of October, where we can make the best decisions for those affected the community, at the same time save the dam.
You mentioned that the water that you have seen is more than you anticipated in the simulation. By how much?
Per our forecast, it's supposed to be somewhere around 175,000. But today, I have to say it's about 200% more than what we were anticipating. So,
that is a huge difference, a huge disparity. What accounts for it?
Well, as forecasted by the meteorological, this year is supposed to be the El Nino year, where you should expect less rain. But the whole dynamics have changed. Ghana Meteorological changed their forecast somewhere in the middle of August. That's going to we are going to experience more rain this year. That's why we started the spillage early enough to reduce the volumes in the dam so that we can take in more. But as we speak, the volumes are really a bit high. So we are hoping that it will reduce.
Okay, so if I'm clear on the timelines, the simulation was sometime earlier this year in May. During that simulation, you had a certain expectation of volumes. You communicated that to all stakeholders. Then in August, there was a change. Meteorological services indicated that there's going to be a lot more than you anticipated. Once that new information came in, what did VRA do in terms of communicating to those affected?
From Ghana Meteorological, the forecast didn't say that it's going to be more than what we've anticipated over the past 10 years. No. It said that instead of being less rain this year, the rain should be more this year. So by tracking, we know that we're on track with the inflows that were coming. We're very, very on track.
Right.
Just the abnormality just happened somewhere in the middle of, towards the end of September. That's where the abnormality just came.
But this was still before you did the controlled spill.
Please come in again.
But this was still before you did the controlled spillage, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so when this abnormality set in, when you realized that you're going to be dealing with higher volumes than 200% higher volumes than you anticipated, how did VRA deal with this in terms of communication?
As I said, for the emergency preparedness plan, we have to trigger the stage 2, and all the communities, the districts were informed accordingly. So at least the process was followed through to the latter. The agencies, all that are expected to have information about this to act on, were communicated to. The districts were aware that the volumes were going to. Our people were on the ground informing the people that the water is going to go up. So the plan was followed through to the latter.
Okay. Now, Mr. Obinkenzo, you indicated that you informed all the stakeholders. I'm just curious because you talked about having done the simulation in May, and the first controlled spillage started on the 15th of September. Am I right?
Yes.
Now, I saw a statement that you issued on the 13th of September, right?
Yes.
In that statement, you did not indicate the date you were going to begin the controlled spillage, right?
Yes.
So, when you informed, at what time, when did you inform these stakeholders, and did you tell them the exact date that you were going to begin the controlled spillage?
Yes, we did. A letter was issued to all the agencies that needed to be informed a week ahead per the EPP program. So the protocols means that we have to send our information ahead. We did the same thing last year, but fortunately for us, the volumes were not so high, so we didn't do the spillage. So it was communicated, and then we have to put it into the press as required by the EPP.
But
so they were informed.
Okay, what I see here that you've put in the press said that the reservoir levels as of today, and that's the third paragraph, suggest that we may need to commence controlled spilling in the coming days should the situation persist.
And they have to communicate to the people in their community. So the 15th was stated clearly that 15th will start control spilling. The control spilling that was started, we knew that it will not affect anybody. It will just be a normal operational spilling. Nobody will be affected. So nobody heard of this when we started the control spilling. So that was what happened.
But if nobody heard when you started the controlled spillage, today it has gotten out of hand and people have been affected. The point is, since you indicated that it was, the inflows were more than you expected, at any given point when you had to spill and the volumes that you had to spill, were these information shared with the relevant stakeholders?
Oh yes, we did that. While the volumes were increasing, we communicate accordingly.
So just by way of clarification, by way of finding out, at what points did you communicate to the various stakeholders? You said a week to the 15th. I'll take that to mean the 8th of September. After the 8th of September, on which other dates did you communicate to these stakeholders, and what was contained in the information you were sharing with them?
I have to get the exact date, but the communication went to them, and there was even a press release that based on the inflows coming in, we have to increase the spillage. So, per records, there was further press statement that was issued about last week thereabout, that we have to increase the volume because the water coming is a lot.
Okay.
But before then, the communities were also informed per the emergency preparedness plan.
Okay.
We have to communicate, inform them the volumes that will come in.
just before I bring in Sergi Saji, I mean, last week, by the time I saw the communication over the weekend, in places like Mepe, homes had begun flooding. So before another release came out, I had gotten information of homes being flooded, areas being submerged as a result. I'll come back to you on that, but let's bring in Sergi Saji, who is Deputy Director General of NADMO. Sergi, good morning once again. So here we are today. The people have been affected by the spillage. They cry and say, we need help. You have been there. You were informed before the spillage, according to what the Volta River Authority has been telling us. How come today we're still talking about giving help to the people when that should have been taken care of long ago?
Thank you, Winston, and good morning to you and your listeners. Before I go on to your question, just a little clarification about how this process of notification, getting the district assemblies and the communities informed.
Okay.
Already for quite some time now, VRA has some standing engagement with all the districts, and it is those standing engagement that have led to the demarcation of safe havens across all the 9 districts downstream the Volta River. So last year, somewhere November, December, the VRA approached NADMO that they want to collaborate with us to simulate their emergency preparedness plan. We were quite impressed because a lot of institutions in this country don't even have an EPP. So they had an EPP and they did simulation every year, mostly tabletop. So this time they wanted to carry out a full-scale simulation exercise. Now, this is the procedure we used. The procedure was also part of conscientizing or getting the communities and all the 9 districts aware. We have a structure called the Disaster Management Committee. This is a statutory committee at various assembly established by law that has all heads of agencies in every particular district. That's the head of fire service, head of ambulance service, head of Ghana Education Service, the Agric Directorate, all these committees. This is our disaster management committee at the district level, chaired by the district chief executive. Now, we think that this is the highest decision-taking body in that district, that if any information gets to this group, it means that effectively the district has been informed, because what happens then is that the assembly also comprises of the assemblymen, and all the assemblymen all of them come from various localities, and this information goes down through that channel. So in carrying out the simulation exercise, we had series of planning meetings and training all these heads of agencies that we mentioned. And because of lack of resources, we didn't carry out the full-scale exercise in all the 9 districts. What we did was that we had a full scale in 3 districts and had notional events in the rest of the 6 districts. By notional events, what I mean by that is that we were not going to go on the ground, but the team of the Disaster Management Committee was at an emergency operations center. Information will come to them that, well, whatever has spilled at this rate, it is possible, and actions should be taken. All the heads of agencies sitting at that table will quickly then write out what actions they were going to take. Okay. This was the notional event in the 6th district. Interestingly, North Tongue was one of the places we did the full-scale exercise, and we had the full-scale exercise at Mepe, where we have the problem now. Little do we know that after the simulation exercise, we're going to have an event like this. So, in the middle of September, when VRA actually came to our offices, had meetings with us that this was the situation of the dam and they were going to spill, we quickly also activated our channel. We wrote to all the district that were involved, all the 9 districts, to let them know that this is the information that we have gotten. Our staff will have to go into the communities and do sensitization together with the various assemblymen. I think the challenge we are having now is because of the sudden increase in the volumes of water that is coming now. And it is so sudden that it caught a lot of people unaware. So as for preparation, NADMO had been prepared in terms of doing the sensitization and putting the information out there together with VRA. Our challenge is how the whole thing happened. It happened so suddenly. The increase in the rate of spillage, and VRA explains that this is due to increase in the rate of inflows from the catchment areas upstream into the dam.
Right.
But most importantly, at this point, for us as NADMO, we are looking at trying to rescue or bring to the bearers loss to property and life. As we speak, we have been able to move a lot of people to the safe havens that we have predetermined before this incident happened. And we have been able to move some relief items to them. But because this situation is unfolding and things are happening very fast, we are stepping up our approach. So we are currently in Bator now. From here, we are moving back to Central Town. This is North Town, to Central Town, then to South Town. All these places have some amount of relief items that we are distributing.
Right.
But these relief items are dry food items and non-food items. We are getting to the point where we have to quickly start doing wet rations, that is cooked food, because if you give the people food, how are they going to prepare it? Got quite a lot of this the safe havens.
Mr. Saji, what you're telling us is that you have been aware since May that there will be spillage and the spillage will cause flooding. You just didn't know the extent of it, but you knew there would be flooding, and so you prepared these communities and identified safe havens and so forth. You've done this since May.
Yes.
So why were the community members not in the safe havens? Why are you now, after the flooding, sending relief items and trying to move them out of the way of danger?
Okay, because as of May, the event had not happened. And even in September, when the spill started, what we started doing was to inform all community members that we have designated safe havens. This was done on their local radio stations. This was done in the community by assemblymen and their unit committee members. But you know our Ghanaian attitude until the event starts unfolding.
Right.
People don't even believe this, because I am told that this level of inundation, especially at Mefe and its surrounding, the last time they had it was 1960 something, when I was not even born. So it is difficult for some people to even conceptualize that something like that will happen. So even the warnings, people did not take heed to the warning the way they should. But as for the information, it actually went out there.
I guess my question is this: if you knew there would be some flooding, even though you didn't know the extent of it, why didn't you preempt the flooding? Because you knew before the spillage was done. Why didn't you ask people to move before? Why didn't you move your own supplies, your mattresses and your dried foods, to the safe havens so that it will be ready for those who need it before the spillage was done?
But that's exactly what we did, because the day before the rate of flow was 80, VRA notified us, and that was the day we moved straight to Central Town with relief items and had some in the safe havens. Now, before the people moved to safe haven, we have had mattresses, blankets, and all these little things that will help them settle a bit comfortably at those safe havens. So we actually did that when we had the information that the rate of spill was going to increase, because the rate of spill between what was happening from the 15th to right down to Monday was quite controlled and was not causing this widespread inundation. It was what happened between Monday going into Tuesday up to today. That is what we are seeing, the drastic inundation now.
So what you're saying is that you had already set up these safe havens, you'd provided your relief items, but the people refused to go there. When you went to ask them to move, they refused.
Yes, no, but at that time, the spill started on the 15th, and here you are telling people that VRA is spilling. There's a likelihood of inundation, so you should move to safe havens. Now, VRA started spilling about 2 weeks ago, and you are still in your home, and the water hasn't come to your home. At that time, you want to wait and see, and that is the typical Ghanaian attitude, to wait and see.
Yeah, but you knew better. You knew it was going to, flood. So why didn't you, take every means necessary?
What you are saying is that going to a certain level that we call compulsory evacuation. So that one we force people against their wish and move them to those places. Because normally we do voluntary evacuation first. When it gets to a point that the person doesn't want to move for some reasons, then we do the compulsory evacuation. Yes, we didn't do compulsory evacuation.
Why not?
Well, that is a thing to do. Imagine moving this number of people by force. How are you going to get that done? What it meant was that we needed to involve all the state security agencies to get that done.
Should you not have done that, seeing what is happening now?
Well, because the situation was unfolding, as I said earlier, it got to a point where everybody started moving themselves.
It was too late by then, wasn't it?
Well, for quite some time now, I've not seen any situation that we have compulsorily evacuated this number of people, because it's quite a very difficult thing to do.
But that is the point of NADMO, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it forms part of what we do. But as I'm just trying to let you understand and see the picture, how difficult it to be to move somebody compulsorily from his house.
Right. Let's bring in the DC of North Tongue, Mr. Osborne Divine Fenu. Mr. Fenu, thank you for your time. Good morning.
Good morning, thank you.
Well, now your people are, in tatters. But it turns out you knew in advance that this was coming. How did this happen?
Thank you. As Talia said, the situation has gone beyond us. And I know. We actually informed all stakeholders. The community members were informed. But it's very, very difficult to move them out compulsorily. Many of them didn't want to go. Yes, because they think that the resources will not be there to take care of them and all that. That is the difficulty we had.
But this was a disaster that was looming. You had the information in advance. The people didn't know what you know. And you are responsible for them administratively. Why didn't you do everything in your power to move your people to safety before disaster struck?
Yes, we as I communicated to you earlier, we did our maximum best to convince them to move. Those who agreed, those who accepted had moved, and resources and needed to make sure that our people are properly catered for when they move to those safe havens.
Right. Now, according to the VRA, it's not entirely clear when this thing will end.
Yeah.
There's more spillage to come.
Yes.
You weren't able to move them to begin with, but now the reality has beset you. What is the plan to keep people safe as even more water comes their way?
Yeah, so currently we identify more safer and higher grounds, and are moving people there, serving them with food, water, and other things that we could do to actually keep people safe and secure. So we are doing it, and it's a continuous process. We are still doing it.
Sustainable is this? How sustainable is this? Do you have enough supplies to keep people in safe havens for, say, a month, 2 months? What are the timelines per your planning and logistics?
Yes, we don't have enough resources, and so let me also use the medium to appeal to everybody.
You should call the truck driver
to get enough relief items to take care of our people. We don't have much. We need lots of resources. Financially, we are down as an assembly. So we need support from everybody to help keep save lives and keep us alive.
Right. Let's talk about the lessons, because, I mean, granted that nobody anticipated the extent of this, but you admit that you did have prior information but were unable to move people before disaster struck. Let's talk about the learnings from this.
Yes, I think that VRA needs to do a lot more, dredging the river continuously to take away the aquatic waste. We as citizens and individuals should also do the right thing and build at proper places that are acceptable. A lot of people have built on waterways as well, and so moving on, we have to make the law work, and then finally, I think that VRA and stakeholders should consider resettling our people at higher grounds after this event.
Now, what about you as DCE? You were part of the simulation exercise. You had the information that there will be flooding. What will you do in the future to ensure that you move people out of harm's way before such a thing happens? Because it's not the last time Akosombo will be spilled.
Yeah, so we will put every step in place to make sure that people move. Those who do not want to move, we will ensure that they move and the right things are done.
What are these steps you put in place? How will you ensure that they move?
We will use the appropriate channel, the security, our local authority, our chiefs, and those other powerful people who can speak to our people to understand. We will engage all the stakeholders to ensure that our people move. NADMO and all other stakeholders that are involved, we have to engage to move on.
Right. I want to say a big thank you to you. Mr. Osborne Divine Fenno is the DC for North Tongue. His district certainly inundated with water from the spillage of the Akosombo Dam. Seji Saji also spoke to us. He's the Deputy Director General of NADMO, and before him we heard from Edward Eko Obin Kenzo, Deputy Chief Executive, Engineering and Operations for the Volta River Authority. We want to thank you all for your time this morning. Ray.
We tried. That's what we are saying, that we planned, but we were overwhelmed by the situation. We probably underplanned, so we couldn't deploy on time. Yeah, but all of this does not assuage the pain, the loss, and the very things that the people have gone through. So perhaps it should be our national focus now. We should direct more resources to these areas because it appears it's not going to end anytime soon. Maybe in the future we'll have another conversation about the extent to which we everybody does the same thing, but we do it in a very weird way. Yes, we actually but I think the focus should rather be now, how do we get help to the people? If we can get people out of the places, get them to safer places, provide them the convenience and the relief that they require. If people can relocate to family members' place, at least for now, and we can in the future talk about restitution. How do we get to restore them to the lives they lived previously? And maybe you can move it up from there. But as to how we feel are things that we plan to do, and we do it in a way that appears to be awkward and sometimes surprising, well, that's the Republic of Ghana. Because this morning, it is people who have lived in a certain place for a very long time, who have had family, who have connections, who have farms, who have businesses, who are losing these businesses by no fault of theirs in any way. And yes, the human beings can move, but what would they have done with their business in any way? Within the period that they had, they were supposed to move all their fish farms from there within the short period they had, and all of that. So some of these things we need to now move beyond the we have spilled. We are going to continue spilling, and I should move to higher grounds into how do we get to help you going into the future to restore you to the life or something close to that, so that it's not made to look like they become victims of a situation they did not contribute to and they did not in any way participate in or did not sign up for.
Yeah, I mean, you see, all these things are a cow. This is a cost that we can't afford, especially not at this time in our history. You see, and the thing that concerns me is that I sincerely doubt that there's been any learning. That was the question I was, hoping for, a convincing answer from the DCE. That somehow the modus operandi will change or has changed, so that in the future things will be done differently. But I'm sorry, our history tells us that we don't learn. How many times have we spilled the Wager Dam? Were the same people not affected each time? Was the same NADMO not called in each time? How many times has Burkina Faso spilled the Bagre Dam? Were the same farms and families not affected? Did the same NADMO not come in with the same inadequate resources? So, at what point do we learn from our mistakes? That's my concern. We want to know your concern. We want to hear from you, and of course, you can post on X. Use the hashtag JoySMS so that we can share what you're thinking with the world. We're back after these.
And thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And this morning we're about to have a conversation about the bold new normal. So years ago was only a talk and a book. Now we have a conference, and the author and convener, Lucy Quist, is my guest. Good morning.
Good morning, Winston. Thank you for having me, and good morning to everyone listening to us.
And nice to see you again. It's been
very good to see you. It's been a while. Yeah. We've all kind of done things in between, but it's good to be back together here again.
Exactly. So talking about the bold new normal, tell us what it is all about. I mean, I know we've had these conversations before, but the bold new normal, what's it about?
You know, breaking it down very simply, it's about the fact that when you think about what's normal around us, right, we see what we see around us. I'm willing to say that pretty much all of us Ghanaians want a different kind of country to live in, right?
Sure.
So we want something that's new, a new normal. But what I put forward is that actually we don't want something that's incrementally different. We want a country that's dramatically different. And when I say dramatically different, it's not pie in the sky. It's talking about real things like, you know, someone goes to hospital and they can genuinely afford to see a decent doctor and they can afford their health care. Someone can decently go have an education. These kinds of things that sound dramatic are actually fundamentally the most necessary. So the bold new normal is about the vision of the Ghana and the Africa we want to have, and the work we need to do individually to bring that to fruition. So it's not just a vision out there, but it's a vision that ties each and every single one of us into it.
Great. So let's explore the ambition in detail. I mean, your ambition for the bold new normal.
My ambition at this stage, and which is why it's now a conference, this is the second year of the conference, is that I realize that, like myself, like yourself, we have a splattering, and I'm going to use the word splattering intentionally, of people around the country in different walks of life, different spheres, different levels of seniority, who not only want change, but they're willing to do the work to change. But you know, when you're an individual, you find yourself in a spot in your sphere of influence and you feel alone, it can be exhausting, and you feel like, well, you know, I make all this effort and I don't see anything happen. What's the point? So where we are now with the conference, building on the TED Talk and the book, is to say we now need to build a coalition of change makers, because we need to, the people who are actually making the effort need to come together. They need to support each other. They need to partner each other. They need to partner with each other. They need to energize each other on this journey, because change is a journey. So it's about building a coalition of change makers who will really bring about the change that we want to see.
And I guess that's the motivation. That's what really motivates you.
It really motivates me that we're a country who has demonstrated in the past that we have what it takes to create new normals, right? Think about our journey to independence. That was dramatic. When I talk to my mother, who's in her 70s, and she talks about her grandfather and his father and the life they knew, they only knew a colony. And I sit back and I wonder, what must have been going through the minds of Ghanaians to galvanize and come together, market women, vets, and so on and so forth. When I say veterans, I don't mean vets as in doctors. Yeah. People from all walks of life to say, you know what, we're going to rally around this agenda. We want something that's bold, that's different, and we are going to make it happen. We are that same people. We have, it's in us. We're children, descendants, some of them still alive, who did that. We can do it again.
Let me get your thoughts on it. I mean, something. That change that you talk about,
yes,
that would get us there.
Yes.
Are we looking at big or small changes?
Good question. I think the vision has to be big, right? The vision of what we want changed has to be really big. Then that's what the bold new normal about. When you want something is about. When you want something big, you have to be bold about it. It's like, you know, when I tell people the story of how I wanted to become a telecom CEO, that was a big ambition, but it took several years of work to get there. So the big ambition, but the steps to get there are sometimes small, but consistent. We have to be willing to do the work day in, day out, consistently, to realize the change we want to see. So big and small vision, big vision, incremental steps every day to reach the vision, but consistency to see the changes happen.
And talking about change, I mean, there are those who feel, well, you want to change. I don't want it. I'm comfortable where I am. I mean, I'm comfortable where I find myself. I wake up in the morning, I have something to eat. You know, I can get onto my motor or maybe my, car, and that's the end of the world. So for that person who says, enough, No change.
No
What do you
change.
say
I'm
to him or
good.
her?
You know, when that thought comes to mind, and I'm a very self-reflective person, so I like to put myself in people's shoes. When I think about that particular idea, the thought that comes to mind is, Lucy, they build wow. And what I really mean, those who don't understand Chi, I said, Lucy, one day you'll be an old woman. Because think about it. If I take myself as an example, it's easy to sit back and say, I'm cool. I'm fine. I have my job. I have my family. I have that. I'm good. But what happens when the country that I belong to, one day when I'm no longer in this position where I'm economically active, I'm an old woman dependent on my country, and things just don't work? And that's essentially what we're talking about. So nobody should think that they're getting out of this freely, because you may be okay today. You would know a lot of pensioners who had a good life in their prime and are now struggling.
Sure.
That shouldn't be the case. But we have a system that can't support them in the way that they would have liked. So actually, none of us, even if we have anyone who feels they have a good life now, and God bless them for that, and I hope that they're sharing with others, but bear in mind that none of us gets out of this scot-free if we don't do something about it.
I like that point, because there are many people who think that, this is the end of the world. I mean, I'm okay. But someday you would need a society where systems work.
Exactly.
Because someday, like our people would say in normal Ghanaian English, you cannot go and come.
You cannot go and come.
And that is when you would need your society to be there for you.
Absolutely.
Is this the kind of society? So let's talk about the Bold New Normal Conference then.
Yes.
What's it all about?
So, as I mentioned, it's a conference that convenes change makers. It's also a conference that brings together people who are thinking, like we just said, they said something about change, but I'm not sure. Let me go and see what they're talking about. So it's both the people who are committed to change and those who are exploring the idea of change. And one of the fundamental things we do at the conference is that we bring together Ghanaians who are making changes themselves within their sphere of influence, within what they can control, to demonstrate the feasibility of what we're talking about. Because I'm a very practical person. I'm an engineer. So I think process, I think structure, I think tangible, show me. I don't think just tell me, show me. So these people will come, we'll have speakers like Kojo Akoto Boateng, Cecil Nutako, Charles Ofori, Antipem, Rhoda Weedham, who runs a women's empowerment center in Tamale, Nashoko. All these people will come and talk about their practical journey of making things happening. And not easy journey, practical journey, which means that journey includes challenges. But there's no one on the planet where there are no challenges. Sure. We'll also hear from a couple of more seasoned people in terms of they've been around a bit longer, a bit older than me, like Kojo Fosu Dote and Moses Baden Jr., who will talk about how they have built corporations right here in Ghana. David is a boy from Konongo, and now he has a Pan-African law firm. Yeah. How does a boy from Konongo who went to school with no shoes now run a Pan-African law firm? These are real stories that demonstrate to people that it is possible. And then finally, in the afternoon, I host a masterclass, because everyone leaves the conference should leave with a tangible action plan. This is not a talk shop. Because that's what talking, we're good at it. I mean, we all have PhDs in Ghana in talking. But what are we going to do? So people leave with an action plan. That's what the masterclass is about. So I spend the time actually walking them through personal change that they can make that's practical to create their prosperity. And then we have a surprise in the evening. We have a wonderful piece of entertainment and networking and mingling, because the networking part is so important, Winston. People need to learn to work with other people.
Sure.
I'm here representing the conference, but I have a massive team of young volunteers making the conference happen. We all need to learn how to partner better with people, not just sending people. And it's their ideas, their thinking, their innovation. Lucy, let's do it this way. Let's think about it this way. And I encourage everybody to find such partners for their ventures as well.
Great. So you've told us all the speakers, and the backgrounds they're coming from. But for those who are listening to us right now, who should be at the conference?
You're someone who hasn't figured out how to actually take control and create a prosperous life. You should be there. You're a young professional trying to navigate, find your way in your career. You should be there. You're mid-career and you're thinking, Minko left and Minko. Many of us get to mid-career and we start thinking which way. The tools will help you think about which way you should turn. And very importantly, and I think probably that the group that should consider it even more are people who are actually coming into that phase of adulthood where they're about to navigate, like maybe ending their tertiary education. So really it's about the people who have the energy, the time, the commitment to create the change that we need. They are change makers and they need to be there.
Okay, so when is the conference, and if we want to sign up, how do we do that?
Okay, so the conference is on Saturday, the 21st of October. We've been very intentional about choosing a Saturday because I know people are busy. So Saturday, the 21st of October, it's at the Pearly Gate Gardens in East Legon, which is on the Boundary Road. It's just a little distance from the East Legon police station, but same road. It's also happening virtual. So if you're in Ghana and you know your friends abroad and you want them to sign up, you should share with them so that they sign up as well. They can join because we also have a diaspora speaker. We'll touch on that as well, how to partner across continents. To sign up, the short code is *713 *33 *52 hash.
Check it again.
*713 *33 *52 hash. You can also sign up at lucyquist.com to register there, or you can register on Ego Ticket. So we provided all different means for the individual to join this conference on Saturday, the 21st of October.
And I'm sure the Ghanaians will be asking, at what cost?
At what cost? Great. So the ticket price is 500 cedis. However, on the Ego Ticket site, we also have bundles. So you get a discount if two of you are buying together, 5 of you. So the price comes down as you buy as a group. So ask your friends, join together and come together as a group and come and really learn how your circle of friends will take change forward.
Great. My guest is Lucy Quist, who is author and convener of the Bold New Normal. We're talking about the conference. So for that person listening to us finally, why should him or her join this conference?
You're joining the conference because you want to become a member of a coalition of people who are making change, or you want to explore what it actually means to make change. But very importantly, it's you come because you as an individual recognize that you have the God-given talent, power, ability, energy to be part of the change you want to see. You have a contribution to make. And my goal is to ensure that every individual is not only empowered, but actually goes on to take action to create change within their circle of influence, their community, their industry, and their country.
Lucy Quist, thank you very, very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Winston.
So you know where to be on the 21st of October 2023. Please don't forget. This is the Super Morning Show. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more.
Introducing Pick 4 from Game Park Games, the easiest lottery to play and win. Pick 4 numbers from 0 to 9 up to 3 times a day to become one of our daily winners. More moolah, more power. Play online at www.gameparkgames.com or dial *946# to play. Game Park Games is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Pick 4 from Game Park Games. More moolah, more power.
Here she comes. So simple, yet captivating, exuding confidence, elegance, and effortless beauty. Introducing the all-new Ahwafe from GTP. The perfect fusion of nature's splendor and intricate designs to enhance your own unique style. Each pattern designed with precise intention, printing moments into memories just like the cherished things in life. Make life beautiful. Embrace it with the all-new Ahwofe from GTP, available in various colors and designs. Visit shop.gtpfashion.com to order now. GTP, life styled.
In your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best on Joy 99.7 FM.
All right, well, it's about 9:45 on the award-winning Super Morning Show, Mashada, because we'll soon be talking about awards with Kojo Sobo of the EMY Africa Awards. We'll be talking about what's up this year with the big prestigious award ceremony and what he's been up to since the last one. That's all coming up in a moment. But first, are you ready to treat your callers to good tunes while you win incredible rewards? Earn points by purchasing, renewing, copying, or gifting your favorite caller tunes, and you can win amazing prizes based on your total accumulated points. Yeah, build as many points as possible, and you could win tons of data to stay connected to the things you love. Or you could win an amazing 10,000 Ghana cedis cash prize to splash on your favorite things. It's the perfect way to entertain your callers with music and get rewarded at the same time. Start collecting your Caller Tunes points today. Go to callertunes.mtn.com.gh, and that's Caller Tunes with a Z at the end. Or just dial *1355# to get started on the MTN Caller Tunes service. The promos last until the 7th of November 2023. Terms and conditions apply.
And you know, we talk about water all the time. In fact, we say that life without water is impossible. But what you really know about the water that you consume? With Verna purified water, you're not only guaranteed the pleasure of satisfying your thirst, but you're assured of water that is purified using a series of filtration, reverse osmosis, UV sterilization, and ozonation to meet the standard quality your body needs. With over 100,000 bottles consumed every day, Verna purified water has gained acceptance as the #1 water brand in Ghana today. Now, with every bottle of Verna water you consume, you directly contribute to impacting lives through the Verna Changing Lives initiative. From its orphanage project to drilling of boreholes, surgery payments, and payment of fees for brilliant but needy students, Verna purified water continues to support many beneficiaries each year to change their lives for the better. Share the love, get a bottle of Verna purified water, and enjoy the pure, refreshing taste. Verna purified water is recommended by the Ghana Medical Association. Verna purified water, changing people's lives, and this is FDA approved.
So if you're worried about your parties, weddings, outdoors, funerals, hangouts this weekend, and what you drink to enjoy the celebration, or you're worried about how to celebrate your friends and families like Samuel Dami during that special occasion, with Bigo, you have no wahala at all. Every occasion, Bigo Drinks has made it easy for everyone to enjoy and have the ideal celebration. It comes in different, distinct and captivating flavors, each one specifically created to enrich every moment and bring vitality to your life. The flavors include Kojo's favorite lemon lime, and I will choose orange, lemon, coconut,
Lemon,
apple. Yo, you choose lemon too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Samuel. There's no sobolo on this one. You see, the flavors also include cocktail, cola, apple, coconut, and also orange too. It comes in 16 and 20 in a pack. A lot to go around in various packs for everybody. It's refreshing and of good quality. Infuse color into your life and get rejuvenated. Grab a bottle of your favorite flavor and treat yourself and loved ones to a memorable experience. Bigo Drinks, another quality product from Trelum Industries Limited. This advert is FDA approved.
All right, so it's time to choose your favorite number between 1 and 36. Stake and get ready for the excitement as your lucky number is unveiled. I'm talking about the eagerly anticipated Pick One game. Prepare yourself to unleash even more moolah by staking between 1 and 350 Ghana cedis to win 26 times your stake in the amazing Pick One game by Game Park. Play by dialing star 946 hash on all networks via their website, or download the Game Park app, which is on gameparkgames.com. Watch their live draws on Adum TV at 9 a.m., at noon, and at 6 p.m. every day. Game Park, more moolah, more power. This game is regulated by the National Lottery Authority and is not for persons under 18. Play responsibly.
And Kingdom Books and Stationery's back to school promotion is here with us again from now till October 31st, 2023. Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited is giving a generous 10 to 15% discount on all school items like textbooks, pens, pencils, erasers, exercise books, and much more across all our branches in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takoradi, Winneba, and Cape Coast. Parents, teachers and students, please hurry while stock lasts. For more information, call us on 0302 764 101 or 0302 764 209 or email info@kingdomgh.com. You can also visit our website, kingdomgh.com. Kingdom Books, where quality and affordability are both assured. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, listen, let's get to it. Our friend Akosombo is here. Kojo is the man behind the Men of the Year Awards, which happens once a year here in Ghana and perhaps soon in other parts of the world.
Other parts of Africa.
Yeah. That's what I like to hear. Kojo, it's nice to see you.
It's always nice to see you, Kojo.
Excellent.
Kojo squared.
You see? All right, so the big day is coming, right?
Yes,
this
yes,
weekend.
yes,
Tell
yes,
us all
yes.
about it.
The EMY Africa Awards, as you know it, is one of the most prestigious awards in Africa, and every year, people are looking forward to a very beautiful celebration. And we've traveled, a very beautiful journey on the 8th EMY Africa Awards. We started this year with the Treat Her Right campaign with one of Hollywood's finest, Cheryl Lee Ralph. We had it in town, and we had an event for selected top female creatives where she inspired them, she spoke to them. It was a beautiful event. And then we moved to the EMY Africa Awards Lagos Soiree, our first out of Ghana event. And one of my proudest moments to see a brand that was founded here in Ghana, taken to another country, and it was phenomenal. Wow. We had all the big names in Nigeria, in attendance. And we trended number 2 on the day. Wow. Yes, in Nigeria. I was blown away. We had it in the Mercedes-Benz showroom. Mercedes-Benz Lagos, Nigeria were our partners on the event. I just walked into their office, had a meeting with them, showed them our magazine. We're like, we're doing this. This is premium. Wow. And just there, they agreed to do this with us. And so we had it with them. And as I speak, we have pressure from Nigeria to, actually host the EMY Africa Awards in Nigeria because of how premium it was. Everything about that event was A+. And of course, we had some Ghanaians who joined us in Nigeria as well too. My board chairman, Dr. Ernest Sapon, a solid pillar behind the brand, was in Nigeria, to attend the event or as our guest of honor. And then we have the Men of the Year party, the pre-awards party. You had all the names, mention the names, they were there. So we created this party as as a pre-party to the event, more relaxed event where people can connect, network, and chill. Sometimes some of the big deals are actually discussed and agreed on in some of these parts, or glass of wine or glass of champagne. So that was great. It was held at Labadi Beach Hotel. Beautiful event. And now we are the climax. The 8th EMY Africa Awards is going to be great as always. Every year we try to expand, we try to grow, and this year people will see our growth. Of course, I mean the Nigerian event is a testament of how well we are expanding, but the climax tomorrow is going to blow people's minds. We have a lot of people flying in from all across Africa, award recipients, people who are special guests who are attending, and media who are covering the event. I'm so proud of what we've been able to achieve over the 8 years.
Give us a sneak peek. What's on the bill? What can we expect on the
right? So we have great people who are going to receive awards. I don't want to drop a lot of names. Yes, we like to have beautiful surprise on the night. So a lot of success stories will be told on the evening. And then we'll have premium entertainment as well. We have Kobam Sasuku, who is one of the finest musicians from Nigeria. He is visually impaired, but oh my God, if he opens his mouth. And when I met him in Nigeria, and the kind of success that he's been able to achieve with as a visually impaired person, that was a lot of encouragement for me. And so that is one story that's going to be told. He's going to be honored, and he's also going to perform on the evening. He was the guy who produced Ashe's album, the Jailer. So you can see how great it is. We have Camido, we have Ifia, we have Familia, and then we have Perez Music as well. That will be serenading us on the evening. We have a beautiful red carpet event. People are going to, if the best dress is going to win a prize from Woodin, so people are actually
vying for that.
I'm telling you,
tailors.
I was at Savile Row 2 days ago, and then I saw about 5 people shopping for the EMY Africa Awards. I felt so proud.
Oh, that's amazing.
So that is that, and then we have 2 hosts from Nigeria. The red carpet host is Uti, the Big Brother fame. Uti is going to host the red carpet, and then we have what's her name? Nancy Sime. The beautiful Nancy Sime is going to co-host with Nathaniel Atto, our very own Nathaniel. So it's going to be a very beautiful event. We are putting everything premium, definitely. Putting everything we can. My team and I, putting everything that we can to make sure that it lives up to its bill.
So I mean, can people get involved in this?
As the word says, exclusive. It is exclusive. We have to invite you to be part of it. But we are very generous. We are not going to restrict the celebration to the few that are going to be at the Grand Arena. So you have the opportunity to get into. It's a black tie event, so you have the opportunity to get into your black tie, get some champagne and wine, and sit around the table with your family, because this is a night of inspiration. Get your young boys, get your young girls, because a lot of success stories will be told on the evening. Watch from home and let your children be inspired. There are black people who are doing phenomenal stuff. It's just that we don't tell our stories. But platforms like this that tell stories of people who have come from nothing to something, events or projects that we need to encourage our families to watch, so that our young people will know that it is possible. It is possible.
And of course, the Executive Men of the Year Awards are partnered by us here
Yes.
So you can enjoy it all.
Yes, Joy Prime. Yes. From 6 p.m. on Saturday, it's on. So don't miss a thing.
Kojo, you're an inspiration. Thank you so much for
I really appreciate it. And I appreciate all our partners, all our sponsors, and all our supporters who have stood solidly behind us on this platform. We are grateful.
Yeah, pleasure is ours.
Thank you.
That's Kojo Sobo. He is the man behind the Executive Men of the Year Award in Africa.
Yes.
Kojo Jackson.
Yes, Auntie.
Someone just showed me that your video. Was it
Which
2
one?
years ago?
Yeah.
When you were walking up and down, saddened. Please. I came to say that.
Walking up
You
and
are-
down where? What is
Oh, during the National Science and Maths quiz.
It's not been told you are responding.
Why?
Okay, but relax.
You are competing today. Are you aware?
Oh, is it today? You mean we are winning today? You see, I'm not paying attention because
I just wanted to let you.
From the next round.
I just wanted you to know that if care is not taken,
we will win. We are winning.
If care is not taken, you will join your brother Santa Louis.
Yeah, we say Augasco.
If care is not taken,
yes,
you join your brother Santa Louis.
Who are we competing?
They are on their way.
but early days.
We are competing against who?
Who are we competing against?
Are you serious?
You are third.
Are you serious?
Yes, you are trailing. So let's be quite clear on that.
If you are not careful, you join your brothers Santa Louis.
Oh, it's a lie.
So I am.
But we are talking about figures.
Because
to raise your body.
No, because all my brothers went to St. Augustine's.
Yeah.
At least I want you to meet.
You pray that they.
At least meet Professor Kaufman.
They should move for us more.
Before you go home, meet Kaufman.
No, because this guy go and be shining that thing, will be doing those things again.
So they should go right now.
No, so leave early so that you leave with a serious school.
Save him the pain.
But why do these men envy us like that?
I don't know.
But having said that, hold on. Let me talk about
if they don't go to the best schools, they always.
Let me talk about Accra now.
ABSU for life.
Let me talk about Accra now because they are going home tomorrow.
Oh, they can go home.
as in, they are doing their homecoming tomorrow. You see?
That was cruel.
Yeah. The man was not sure. So Accra homecoming tomorrow. One bow. Okay, I'm in Bashir. So meet them tomorrow.
Listen. Thank you all so much for listening to our show. On behalf of the team, I certainly hope you have a wonderful weekend. We're back on Monday with even more. But until then, keep it on Joy. All right, this is your super station for the duration. My name is Kojo Yankson. I'm the morning man. Have a good one.